I want to let you in on something. So Fiona and Janice and I, so before every show, the whole team, we get together and we just discuss what's coming up. I would have loved to have taken a picture of Fiona's face when she saw the price of this deal. So what I told you in the meeting, I said, this is what we want on air. So can you just break down, I want you to put on your crafty hat, so as a crafter sitting at home, tell me why this is such great value.
Okay. Aqua pens are my absolute favourite. What you've got here is something which feels like a pen, works like a watercolour, incredible to use, brand new colours. These are the first new colours that I have seen. These launched about 4 months ago. The first new colours since the aqua markers were brought out. They're that new, and they're a great collection of colours. You've got earth, botanicals in there, brights, and then you've got your landscape colours, and what they do is extend the range of them. Now, when these came out, I was yes, and I believe these were $12.99
each.
For us each set of 6.
Which you can just see
that
there.
was $12.99, that was $12.99, $12.99 and $12.99. So I saw the price and I went, yay, that's good, because these are normally a lot more than that. And then you said, and then there's the trays.
There's the trays. You're also getting watercolour paper. Should we just break this down for you? Let me just show you what you're actually getting. So this is what I'd be doing at home, Fiona. OK, so we've got your price. Now, first off, introductory price, half price saving. Normally, all of this would cost you £74 and some change, but we're not doing that right now. It's $74.94. I'm going to discuss flexi payments in a moment. What I want to say, so you've got half price saving straight off the bat. That's a big tick. But wait a second, OK? So storage. Now, you are getting storage. You're getting 4 trays of the storage. How much would that cost?
$19.99. You can fit 48 pens in that
so you can
storage.
Expand your set.
Even more,
Amazing. OK, so look, let's take that $19.99, and it's a genuine price. You can see that at the bottom of your screen. We'll take that off the price. So suddenly that $37.97 comes down to £17.98 for the pens, for the full collection of pens here. OK, but then we've got the watercolour paper as well. Am I right in saying $4.99? $3.99. OK, $3.99.
15 sheets of premium watercolour card.
Brilliant.
It's beautiful.
Now that takes the price down further. $13.99 for 4 sets. So effectively, one of these would cost you $12.99. You are getting all 4 of the latest colours, Spectrum Aqua. They're so popular, for $13.99 in effect. That is value. And 2 flexi payments of $18.99.
If I had £1, if I gave you an extra £1, I'd be buying 1 set of these, give you £1, and I can take the other 3 sets, the storage and the watercolour card.
And I will take that and say thank you very much.
Wow. I mean, it is just mind-blowing because I have never, ever seen these pens at that price. That works out less than 50 pence. I mean, that is just crazy. I cannot do the maths, but £13
That's the face I wanted to see. That was the face in the meeting. That's what I wanted to see. It really is. And honestly, we're not trying to do this as a sales technique. It's under 59 pence per pen, which is exceptional value. So you can see how we work that out. Now, just having a look at the finished inspirations, seeing them in action, because why are the aqua pens so popular?
Because they are forgiving. They're one of the easiest colouring mediums to use. You can get really beautiful into the detail. You can mix and match the colours. Even with this set of 24s, you've got your brights, which are your primary colours pretty much. So you can be making other colours that you want. So even if you haven't got any of the other aquas, these 4 will get you started. These set of 24 will get you started. You can pull them out with your sparkle pens.
At that, the quality that you're able to achieve with these pens. Oh no, wait for this. Wait for this. What? Are you kidding me? I just need to let you know something. We're 3 minutes into the show. 20% of the stock has gone here. 3 minutes into the show. We've got queues on our phone lines. If you are stuck in a queue, I'm sorry, we'll try and get through to you as soon as possible.
Do you know what? I would be grabbing these because, look, you can stamp with them. And these are stamps we've got on the show as well. So imagine, you know, tiny bit of that watercolour card you can stamp with.
Fiona, you just put those directly on the stamp and stamp with them? No way, that looks amazing.
Aren't they beautiful? They look like you have got the level of skill, which is absolutely extraordinary.
Love that.
Do your backgrounds as well. So you can emboss and then do your backgrounds outside. Look amazing. They really do. Now, that's a stencil of a tree, and the background is just a bit, you know, literally picked up with water. So you scribble on a glass mat, spritz it and pick it up with a bit of water. That's it.
It's so vivid, the quality of the pigment, and what you're getting here. Now, I'm right in saying, because I was chatting to Janice about this, and she was saying, and it's good that she's got such great understanding already with craft, and she was telling me about the fact it being water-based suddenly opens up so many more techniques.
Do you know, you don't need to be an artist. All you need to be able to do is scribble and mop it up. If you did potato prints at school, you have more skill than you need to do this.
Wow.
That's how easy it gets. And, you know, the other thing, if you're really wondering about, you know, taking it to the other level where you get the fine art, the thing is, that we have also got a resource CD-ROM on. So if you want to do anything with your extra savings, I'd be recommending that.
Lovely. I mean, what I'm getting from this, it's the range of colours, so the colour palette that you're actually getting. So if you want to go bright, bold, vivid, you've got the colours. If you want to go more earthy, more natural, you've got that as well. They're just all so stunning.
Aren't they amazing? Now, if you got any of Debbie's wonderful one-day special, imagine doing that with your aqua markers. And that is just splodging it on card and picking it up with one of those lovely sheets that Debbie had on her one-day special. Amazing.
That looks incredible. OK, we need to get real. Five minutes into the show, 30% of the stock has gone.
No
Details,
way.
I know, it's incredible.
I'm not surprised.
078-532, your item number, $37.97. You've got 2 flexi payments, so break that price in half as well. Take advantage. What you're getting here, the finest pens. And we haven't even looked, we will see the pens in action. You get to see, you've got 2 different nibs, so you've got the brushstroke and then you've got more of the
fine tip. Yeah, I'll show you as soon as we get back to demo.
Busy for this, all right? We are busy. There is a serious chance this will not last the hour. So I'm just giving you, you're getting the storage, you're getting the pens, you're getting 4 sets. They're the latest colours, and you're also getting that fantastic watercolour, premium watercolour paper, 15 sheets. $18.99 in price if you do want to take advantage of the flexi payments. 078-532, your item number there. We've got another spectacular deal. Now, these were selling even before the show, and that is a real compliment to the value that you are getting.
These are amazing. To go with your watercolour markers, these are watercolour pencils. Now, you may be saying, why do I need both? And the thing is, you can mix and match them together, by all means. Brilliant. But this has a range of 96 colours. These will last you forever. Look how tiny amount that you can pull out. Look at all those colours. And it's not a choice. No. This is the thing. These are normally, I'm sure, I'm right in saying these are normally $24.99 a tin? I'm fairly sure, I'm sure somebody would tell me that in a minute. I'm sure they're $24.99 a tin. $29.99 a tin. I can't quite believe you're getting all of them. You don't have to choose all of them.
Now, so $29.99 per tin. You're getting 4 tins. I mean, it's quite impressive just seeing them all laid out. We're going through the different colour palettes, how workable they are. So you can just lay them on, introduce some colour, and all of a sudden you've got the most beautiful, delicate watercolour.
And
sorry, go on.
I was going to say, and the little images are just from the 1 tin of the colours that you see. So imagine what you can do when you've got all 96 to play with. You're just going to have a whale of a time.
We've had this on the show before. It's sold out. At this price, now, traditionally, you'd be paying £119.96 for all 4 tins. And that by itself would be good value. Look, for a tin, for $29.99, when you consider the quality that you're getting here, that is a great price, because these are artist quality, really, really good watercolour pencils that will last you. And whenever you're going to invest in artistic mediums, you want to invest in the very best. It's a false economy to get substandard, and here you are getting the best of the best at an exceptional price. Now look at that flexi payment. So Fiona was saying that 1 tin, $29.99. Your flexi payment is $29.99. So effectively, and you can see that we've got details for your essentials at the bottom of your screen. So effectively, your first flexi payment, which is what you pay for 1 tin, you're getting all of this sent out to you, and then you pay your second flexi payment. This is a staggering deal. So if you wanted to just get a complete set, great way to do it. If you know somebody who's studying, maybe going to art classes, maybe doing their A-levels, their GCSEs, going to uni, want to really explore watercolour, what a great way to do it.
Yeah, I mean, these are a premium product. They really are. The binder in this just dissolves the minute you add water, and that is what you want a watercolour product to do. You don't want to see scratchy pencil lines. You won't with these. A small amount of colour, and the minute you add water or your sparkle pens, amazing.
Now, again, we've only featured this for the last 3 minutes. 20% of the stock has gone. Can I just say, on a personal level, I really hope, because I know you've got another show coming up with me at 4
o'clock.
I really hope these last till 4, because I want to play split face in my ear when we get off air. I don't know if they're going to be around, though, so that's the danger of being a presenter at Hochanda. Just having a look, though, you know, you're saying about the quality.
Look at the vibrancy of that colour, and you cannot see the pencil lines. I mean, of course, if you want the pencil lines, leave them in. Don't put as much water on there. But these are beautiful. These are your watercolour, premium watercolour pencils.
Look at that.
They will enable you to get into fine, fine detail, the smallest detail in the beautiful stamps. And because you get that pop of colour, and it is the pop, you can get a real pow with these, which is just amazing.
What I would say, so you've got a comprehensive, full spectrum colour palette. I've noticed, as a presenter here at Hochanda, seeing some incredibly talented guests, and what they do is they have a beautiful stamp, and as crafters, we've all got stamps we love, and what they'll do is just introduce the tiniest little bit of colour. You don't have to be precise about it, then use your water brush, and then suddenly you're getting these fantastic effects. And look at the bright vibrancy of that green.
Isn't it great? And that's a digital stamp. So, I mean, the thing is, if you just fix them with a fixative, you can use these with your digital stamps. You can use these with your hand stamping as well. They look amazing. The colours blend beautifully, don't they?
See it.
I adore these. You will love these. And, you know, you've got so much here that these will
look at
last you for
So
ages.
we've gone from fantasy to beautiful, subtle tones, earthy tones. We're approaching 25% of the stock here. We've got 3.5-minute queues on the phone lines. We're busy for the aqua pens. We're busy for the watercolour pencils. Actually, do you know what? We're going to give you the details here because we're going to go to our demonstration. Look at all of that. That could be in your craft room. These will last you and last you. They're quality. $59.98 your price. But what I do want to draw your attention to is the flexi payment. $29.99. Breaking that price in half. That is the cost of just one of these tins. That is staggering value for collection, the complete collection of 96 pencils. 710-757, your item number there. You cannot go wrong. You really cannot go wrong. We've got other items that are proving popular. Take a look at this. So we have got the Crafter's Companion 6 A6 rubber stamps, the decorative collection. Beautiful detail. Good quality stamps here, $24.94 your price. You're saving £5. So if you're looking for some stamps to take advantage and really explore your aqua pens or your pencils, watercolour pencils, great way to do it. Item number 060127. Birds and Flowers, another collection for you. Again, look. Birds and flowers we traditionally associate with colour, and here you've got a great way to really get to grips with your pencils and your aqua pens. $24.94 your price, £5 you're saving, 136253 your item number there.
Okay, let me show you around these pens. So, they're a double-ended pen. So, what I mean is you have got this really, really fine tip on this end. Great for adding in detail. Absolutely beautiful. And if I shifty along to that, look at that brush nib, and it's a beautiful brush nib, absolutely loaded with colour. Let me show you
so you can get those sweeping lines.
You really can. Look at this. Amazing, amazing. Do you know, I think... Here we go. Now let me just drag this out with water. Look at this. This is what I mean about that colour releasing. Look, this is amazing. You can take this down.
That's spectacular.
Of a tint. Absolutely beautiful. You can also do this. I'm going to do a couple with this. We're going to do sparkle. So I've got, Fiona, I primed myself a sparkle pen. Now, if you haven't got these already, just get them. Just get them, because they are like having a sparkly water brush. What you have got is microfine glitter in there, which is what you can see sparkling, and I will dry that in a minute. But what you can also do, I'm just making sure you can see what I'm doing, scribbling on my mat. So I've got some blue, and I have got some sunshine yellow as well, because these are watercolour. So that means if I mix these two together, I've got a green. So this is the thing. You can be mixing your own colours. And the thing I love about this is that green stays. You know, I'm getting way over too overexcited. The green stays absolutely beautiful. Now let me just dry that quickly, and then I'll tell you what I'm going to do the same with the pencils if we've got a minute.
So anyone watching, look, this is what I've taken working here at Hochanda. The fact that they're water-based, so whether it's the aqua pens and the pencils, any water-based medium will play nicely together. So you've got the clear overlay, water-based, will work with your aqua pens, will work with your watercolour pencils. Just to give you an update how busy we are, we're approaching 40% of the stock on the aqua pens. Now appreciate the fact, if you have just tuned in, you're getting storage, you're getting the watercolour paper, and you're getting the set of 4 with the latest colours for your Spectrum Noir aqua pens. And it's so important to have that storage, laying them flat. But we worked it out, because you're getting straight off the bat a half-price saving. If you take out the $19.99 that storage would have cost you, and then the $3.99 for your watercolour paper, in effect, you're paying $13.99 for all 4 sets. I mean, one of those sets would cost you $12.99.
Well, I mean, it is amazing, isn't it? That if can I give you that? I'm just scribbling. I mean, this is really high-tech stuff. Look, I've just scribbled some blocks of colour. Now, I've used the florals, but of course, you're not going to have to worry, because you're getting all of them. But this is the floral set, and I've just scribbled the colour on there. So what we're going to do... the bang goes,
good catch.
There,
Fiona, what makes a good watercolour pencil?
This, look at this.
I love it,
This is what makes a good watercolour pencil. Can you see, despite my very quick application, there is no pencil marks on that. No pencil marks. It has just completely...
Wait, that works with the sparkle.
It works with the sparkle pen as well. This is what I mean about having that incredible, incredible water-based binder. So the minute you add water to this, you can't see the pencil lines.
The movement of the pigment, suddenly you just blended it away, no lines, and that is effectively the best demonstration to show quality when it comes to watercolour pencil.
And let me tell you, I've got watercolour pencils in my stash at home, a different brand. And I tried them, as you do, when I first started, and I thought, well, I don't see, I can't get them to release, and I thought it was me, and they're still there, and they're basically unused. Because what I didn't realise when I first started is that actually the thing which makes a difference is the binder. And what you're paying for is you're not only paying for a premium product, a premium pigment, but you're paying for the binder. And, you know, when you... Yes, we all know, we have seen, and I've seen them in kids crafting. You can get something like 100 pencils for £1. Well, you can't quite, but you know what I mean. You can get some very good value sets.
But they're very scratchy.
Very scratchy. Look at this. That was done with a pencil. Look, that was done with a pencil.
Wow.
That's why these are incredible. These are just amazing. So that was done with a pencil. Yes. And that was done with a pen. And they get even more portable, because what you can do is when you're sketching, you can just scribble your colours. If you're going out and you're going to be working out in the countryside, maybe you're going for a walk, you don't want to take a whole tin of pens, just take those. Because what you can do then is just use that
as your palette? As
a portable palette.
No way.
So
that's so clever.
So you could use that as your portable palette to take with you to do your sketching with, and that's just a sheet of card. So watercolour card, fabulous product. I mean, they're just amazing. We're going to have such fun this hour. We really are.
That's so clever. I love it. They are exceptional quality at an exceptional price. They're £59.98. Now, normally, these would cost you £119.96 for all 4 sets. The complete collection, 96 pencils in total. Every colour you could possibly need. But the beauty is, right now, today, as a special price, you are getting them for £29.99 as your first flexi payment. One of those tins would cost you £29.99. So you can break that £59.98 price in half. Today, you're getting all 4 tins for £29.99. I really hope this lasts the hour because I'm going to place my order afterwards. I don't think they will, though. Okay, now, details are a third of the stock's already gone. 710-757, your item number there. So we've shown you the aqua pens, we've shown you the pencils. We've got queues on our phone lines. I am so sorry if you are stuck in a queue. I promise we'll get through to you as soon as possible. Speaking of the pens, now we knew this was...
No way!
19 minutes into the show,
Sorry.
half the stock's gone, and this is meant to last until 4. We've got another show at 4 together.
Yeah.
We're meant to be featuring these at 4. Will they be here at 4? That is the burning question. Probably not. Okay. So you are getting the 15 sheets of watercolour card. You're getting the storage, which is so important. So you're getting 4 of those trays, and you're getting all 4 sets of the latest colourways for the Spectrum Aqua pens, and they are spectacular. $37.97. Half the stock has gone. You got a half-price saving. That alone, just for the pens, would have been great. The fact that you've got the storage and you've got the watercolour paper as well. Spectacular value. And there's a flexi payment, $18.99. I mean, it literally just gives and gives and gives. 078-532, your item number. What I would say, if you really want to go for the aqua pens or the pencils, my advice, just my humble opinion, put it in your basket and check out sooner rather than later, because there is a serious danger that these will not last the hour. I'm just trying to be honest with you. OK, what would you like to do next?
So, I've got a piece of paper, and I've just, as you can see, all I've done is I've just marked the corners, just so that you can see. So I need, that's basically the space I'm working in. So I have got, we're going to make an incredibly quick background.
Quick question for you from Sue, and please get in touch if you do have any questions. This is your show. We love hearing from you. Just email studio@hochanda.com. Sue has done that, and she's just asking, are these the latest colours?
These are the latest colours.
So they're not repeated in any other sets?
No.
Okay.
The other colours are behind me on the charts there. These are brand new colours. They're going to be, you are going to get an increasing level of greens. You're going to get more blues. You're going to get more grey tones, which are great. So they are going to work with them.
But you're not getting any repeats.
You're not getting repeats. As far as I can recall, I haven't seen... There might be one colour where I think it's the same, and it's something like a sea green, but to be honest, it's such a beautiful colour.
You can never have enough.
You can never have enough, but nearly all of if not 99% of them are new colours. Now look at that. That's Prussian blue that you've got there. You've got hot pink, or did I pick up hot pink or fuchsia? Fuchsia and azure blue. There you go. Okay. And I have all of them. Was it Sue who called in?
Yeah, Sue emailed in,
I had all of them in there.
I know,
isn't that great? Now, I'm just going to damp my card as well, because I want this to really go. And
you are getting the watercolour card as part of the bundle, 15 sheets.
This is what I mean, that if you can do potato print, this is one up from a potato print. So that is making your backgrounds, and you know, then you can just put a word stamp on them or whatever it might be. But can you see what I've got? What I had in here? So did you do a little
resist?
What I got in here, and I'm just going to make those colours just come out. Look at that. So I had white embossed.
That's clever.
Some pretty little flowers on there, like that.
So you made your own premium pattern paper.
Yeah. Or a card.
Wow.
So there we go. I mean, that is as simple as it can be. And all of this on here, I have got a huge amount. I wasn't going to be left out today. I've got a huge amount of card cut already.
I love the fact
so
you're
these are going to be my
backgrounds.
So these I'm going to save. But shall we just do some quick stamping with them as well?
Okay.
Shall we do some very quick stamping?
Yeah.
Okay, let me just wipe this up.
And look, as crafters, you hear us say again and again and again, you want versatility, but it's a good point. If you're going to invest in something, you want it to do multiple things. So we've shown how using the aqua pens, they'll blend with anything water-based. So if you're using your sparkle overlay, they'll work with those. They'll work with your watercolour pencils. But here's the thing. Now we're going on from creating backgrounds to actually stamping with them. So that's they're effectively working as an ink.
Yeah, absolutely. And these will stamp again and again and again. Now, I have got here, this is just one of the floral stamps, and I just literally grabbed it. So we're going to just put a wee bit, and then we're going to have a bit of yellow on the top. But this is the thing, you can put that colour where you want it. So unless you may have very, very diddy ink pads at home, but I find this so much easier. Now, This is where I make a very strange noise, so you need to bring me back in vision, otherwise people will wonder what I'm doing. When you get it to that stage, you huff on it. You use the moisture in your breath to release the ink. But unless you can see what I'm doing, that sounds very peculiar.
So,
yeah, it really does.
Crafters around the world will be huffing on their stamp.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you can't huff, do what I've just done and spray it with some water. But look, how many stamps have I just got off that one inking? Look at that.
Well, Fiona, I can say that you huffed and you puffed and you blew me away with that demo.
And, of course, you can still, because there is enough ink on there. Look. Look. There we go. You can even still draw out the colour.
That's stunning.
So you can be colouring these in with the same ink that you've stamped. These are incredible, incredible quality.
They are. You can see it, though. You can see working with them.
You really can. And then you can turn something like this one here. There you go. And I've got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
From one inking,
lot,
effectively, yeah.
And you can turn it into. I can
wow.
put it up the right way. There we go.
Fiona, that is lovely. Breathing new life into our stamps at home, working differently. Look how lovely they blend. OK, we're going to pause for a moment. We're extremely busy for the aqua pens. We're extremely busy for the pencils. We will be seeing more demonstrations. Actually, Janice is going to be spending some quality time with you in a moment, which is great. Before we do anything else, I think it's about time we have our afternoon stroll through the website. So have a look. What do you... Oh, all I'm seeing at the moment, 5-star reviews, 5-star reviews, 4-star review, 4.5-star review. But look, good quality, and these are honest reviews. So this is reviews left by viewers such as yourself at home who've purchased products with us at Hochanda. We've tried to build our reputation on giving you quality at a great price. What we're looking at the moment on the show, though, exceptional. Look, what I will say, I'm just being absolutely honest with you. So in our meeting, if you have just tuned in, Fiona's face when she saw the price on these. So you're getting the latest colourways, no duplicates. So if you have got any existing sets of the Spectrum Aqua pens, you're not going to get any... Well, Fiona said maybe one. They're like one duplicate. OK, I can live with that. But you are getting all of these pens, 24 pens. Now, normally, one set would cost you $12.99, which would be great value, considering what you're getting as a pen. Now, you can see that. We've just got details. Don't do that. Please don't get one of these sets for $12.99. I'll explain why in a moment. As a crafter, you're getting a water-based product, a premium pen, for an exceptional price. I will break down that. This is what I'd be doing at home. Can I just show you, though, and I hope you saw this, the beauty of these pens. Having a look here. So you have got that wonderful brushstroke tip, which allows you to get these sweeping lines. But then on the other side, you can see you've got more detailed bullet tip, allowing you to really zero in and pick up all the intricate detail on the most delicate stamps. OK, but here's the thing. You're getting the storage. That is so important because you have got the two different nibs. You don't want to store your aqua pens like this because then all the ink suddenly floods to one side. You're not going to do that here because you've got the storage. Now, this storage, 4 trays, would cost you $19.99. So this is how I'd be approaching it if you're sat at home. Now, you can agree with me or not, but this is what I'd be doing. First up, you're getting a half-price saving. Great. I mean, that's a great starting point. But then if you factor in this storage would cost $19.99, take that off the $37.97, that brings it down to £17.98. But you're also getting the watercolour paper. Now, that's $3.99, so that takes, effectively, your price down to $13.99 for the pens. Now, one of these would be $12.99. But for $13.99, you are getting all 4 of these. I mean, that, to me, is an absolute bargain. It worked out, did we say 50... I want to say 59 pence per pen. Actually, it works out under 59 pence per pen. Under 59 pence per pen for the latest colours of Spectrum Aqua. So, Spectrum Art Aqua. All right, details are on your screen, $37.97. Now, you can also take advantage of the flexi payments. So, for $18.99, you are getting all of this. And you'll be able to achieve looks like this. What about that for artwork for the home? Simple technique, it really is, and there's so many demonstrations out there featuring the Spectrum Noir aqua pens. They are spectacular, but just looking how you can go from their wonderful sort of ethereal background to more natural, earthy feels, or what about this? If you want to go delicate, you can do that. I mean, that's using, can you believe, actually using the pens to stamp out. Or if you wanted, oh, look at this. If you want to see the quality of the pigment, look at that. How can you not fall in love with these pens for you? They're so vibrant. I mean, they're punchy, but you've got such a wonderful mix of colour palette. I do want to show you. Let me try and find this. Just bear with me 1 second, because there's one I really want to show you, which just shows we got through so many. Here we go. So we've shown how punchy they are. What about this? If you just wanted to go out, maybe sketching, or you've got some wonderful stamps, you can go from something bright, vivid, to something very earthy, natural. Or what about this? Different look as well. Versatility, that is the key, at a spectacular price. What about that? Or what about this? These are achievable, and Fiona touched on something. She said these pens are so forgiving, so whether you're an experienced crafter or just starting out, you are going to fall in love with them. We're approaching 60% of the stock. We're 30 minutes into the show, so we're extremely busy on this. Details are on your screen. Your item number 078532. Busy. I'm going to say we are busy here. If you have got any questions, please feel free to email in, studio@hochanda.com. We always love hearing from you. Now, we've got another offering. Again, we've gone from one incredible deal to another incredible deal. What I want you to do, I just want you to soak in the glory of all 4 of these tins. 96 pencils in total, but no ordinary pencils. These are artist quality pencils, watercolor pencils. You're getting 96, you're getting the full color palette, the full spectrum. So you've got your earthy, you've got your bright, you've got your naturals in there. So if you want to create skin tones, you can do that. If you want to create bright, vivid, bold colors, you can do that. If you want to go for more sweeping, dramatic landscapes, you can do that. And that is the beauty. But what sets these apart is, again, the quality that you're working with. Now, normally this set would traditionally cost you £119 and some change. You're not paying that today. No way, no how. 40% of the stock has gone. So just putting it in. Look, each one of these tins would cost £29.99. And that is a fair price when you consider what you're getting per tin for that quality of pencil, artist quality pencil. But you are getting, for your first flexi payment, and this to me is the real story, this is what I'd be focused on if I was sat at home. For my first flexi payment of £29.99, you're getting 1, 2, 3, 4 tins. You're getting 96 pencils sent out to you. Then obviously in 4 weeks' time, you pay your remaining flexi payment of £29.99. But value for money here, for quality. Let me just show you what you are getting. And that, the real key, the real joy of these pencils is they are so incredibly usable. They'll work with your aqua pens, they'll work with your sparkle overlays. What about this? And the fact that you are getting the full, complete collection of 96 pencils. What I would say, if you are a crafter, if you know somebody who's a crafter, do you have anybody in the family who is maybe studying art? Could be GCSEs, it could be A-levels, it could be university, it could be just going to an art class. So my mum's retired now, but she is a fantastic artist, and it's her birthday coming up. I'd love to get her this collection. I'm going to give her a call and just see where she stands with watercolour pencils. But that's why I want these to last. And actually, I think I want to get a set for myself as well. At that price, you can do it. It was funny, because we get some incredible crafters coming in here, and the one thing they say to me again and again and again, when you're going to invest in artistic mediums for your crafting, invest in the best, because it's a disservice to yourself if you invest in something that doesn't live up. As Fiona was saying, she got a set of watercolour pencils, different brand, before she came to work here, and they just haven't worked for her. She tries to get that blend and there's no movement. You've seen these in action, demoed live, and you've seen how good they are. These are premium. They're artist quality. You're getting the full colorway for a great price. $29.99 your price. Your item number 710757. Can I just say the $29.99, that was your first flexi payment, and then in 4 weeks' time you pay your remaining flexi payment. You cannot go wrong with this set. You really cannot. It's going to last you a very long time. So you've gone from here, your more natural earthy, your skin tones, your brights, your landscapes, your naturals. We're approaching half the stock has gone. Enough from me. I think we should venture back to Janice and Fiona in a moment, who's going to do some more demonstrations, but some things you might want to add to your basket. Take a look at this. We got the Pebeo drawing gum. This is fantastic with watercolours. So it allows you to mask off. Really good quality. Here, $9.99 your price. Seen it in action. It really is the good stuff. 471748 your item number. We've also got the clear overlay. These are amazing. You've just seen Fiona working with it. So you're getting a set of 3 clear overlay, $12.99 your price, 920619 your item number there. OK, Janice and Fiona are going to be having a play.
Thank you, Yanis. We're going to go back to the pens. What have we got here?
OK, so this is the Pebeo drawing gum, Janice, that Yanis was just talking about. Now, you get 2 pots. This is my pot. And what you can see if I open it up is it's a pale blue liquid. What you use it for is you use it for masking areas that you want to protect while you're colouring another area. So here's an image which I stamped with Stays on ink, which is an alcohol ink, so it's not going to move when I go over it with a water-based product. And all this is doing is adding a very clear protective coating on there. But the reason I love this masking fluid above all others is this one does not turn your brush into a stick. By which I mean, when you're finished with it, all you need to do is rinse it in your water, and it is ready to go, and I could use that to paint with now. Now, I have used other drawing gums at home, and honestly, they have turned my brushes into sticks. So, when you're done with that, all you need to do is put that to one side to dry. Now, I find leaving that to dry naturally is better. For some reason, the heat if you heat dry it, you can be in danger of actually cooking this gum, and you don't want to do that. So it's only going to take about 10 minutes to dry, but you can just see it glinting there where I've covered it.
Glinting there. So just pop it out, pop it to one side, let it dry for about 10 minutes?
Yeah, about 10 minutes. You'll see when it's dry. Now look, here's an image that I've already done and I've let dry, and all I am doing is colouring round this with my pencils. And again, I've just kept out my florals, but that's because I'm a lazy bat.
What you can say.
There we go.
So the pebble gum is just over the middle there?
That's it. It's over the middle and over the top
some of the flowers at the top. OK.
OK. Now, this is pencil, remember?
Oh, look at this.
Look. Look how that... Now, that's without me even doing... So that was just a scribble pencil. Can you see how that's moving just with a spritz of water?
That is amazing, and nothing's going on to the area where you've put that pebble gum.
Absolutely. So that is going to go over here to dry.
OK, I'll pop that over there.
And in true Blue Peter style, here is one that I did earlier and I've left to dry. You can see I use different colours.
Oh, that's amazing.
It's really pretty, isn't it? To get that gum off, that's all you do. You rub it with your finger.
Look at that.
That will come off clean. It leaves you a nice white clean surface. It comes away really easily. So can you see? That hasn't taken my stamp off, which is great. And then I'm going to use a mixture. I'm going to use some pencils, but I'm also going to use some of my pens to colour it in.
And that's the beauty of these sets. They work so well together. What I like about that pebble gum, what you've done there, is the way that that white really stands out. It's almost 3D.
It is, isn't it?
And now, of course, you've taken that pebble gum off. You're allowing yourself to go over that with some pens. If you do want that, it is available. You can get that on the web, or you can give us a call. The details are on the screen right there. It's just $9.99 plus your P&P. I would definitely go for that, because it will open up more ways of crafting, adding colour, but also taking colour away at the same time.
I mean, it really is one of those things that you sit there and you think, gosh, that is so useful. So you can then draw this out. So I've just gone in. So you can use a mixer. Use your pens and pencils together. That way you can have really good fun with these. But look at the tiny amount of the pencil I'm using.
And that's
these
the quality,
will last
isn't it?
you. Yeah, these will last you forever and a day. And then all you need to do is just tease this. And look, I haven't even put any pencil on that, and I'm still being able to colour it. And this is the thing, quick and easy. That's all you need to do. And if you want to, you can see I've got my little swish there. Let's say I wanted a little bit darker there. Let's pop that just there.
Now, the details for the pencils are on the screen.
Yeah, sorry, I'm mixing and matching between the two, pens and pencils.
That's fine.
Because they're both lovely.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of watercolour, isn't it? You can use them both together, both excellent quality, both with the pens and the pencils, using them in different ways. Do you think there is a huge difference between the pens and the pencils in how you use them? Would you use one for something more than the other?
I do a lot, let me show you that. I do a lot of backgrounds, and I do a lot of resist techniques, and I love the vibrancy and the immediacy of the pens. It's because the pens I can scribble onto a glass surface and I can do my backgrounds on that, whereas the pencils tend to be when I'm in a slightly more contemplative mode. But look, there's another one.
That so
there's the one you've just seen me do, and there's one I turned into a card. Now, if you're loving those stamps, we've got these on the show too.
It's just beautiful, it really is. And again, with those watercolours, you can't really go wrong, can you?
Yeah.
Because you can have them as intense as you like, or you can use, as we did there, with just the one pen. We can have one flower really deep in colour, and then we can continue and make the other flowers lighter and lighter if we want to. So details right there on your screen now for the aqua pens. You're getting 24, you're getting the storage tray, you're getting the sheets of watercolour paper as well. It's excellent value for money. Look at the usual price there. Look at the saving you're making. Think about where you're going to spend that money on Hochanda in the next couple of days. But the saving you're making allows you to afford this set. Just 2 payments of £18.99 for those aqua pens, your storage, and of course your paper. Now, we also have the storage bag, which is really handy to keep everything together.
Shall I show you my storage bag? Oh, sorry, I'll pop these to one side.
I
love my storage bag, and I know that Debbie loves her storage bags as well. Now, this is the smaller one. So, what you'll see is that your trays will fit in beautifully. So this is my sets of 12 in there. So I've got 48 pens in there. Then you've got this little shelf at the top here, which you can take out. It's on Velcro. But my other 2 sets of pens will fit in there as well. So I can get all 6 of my sets of pens, my complete ones in there, but you can see, you know, this has got pockets everywhere. This is great for your pens, but it's great for a flight bag, it really is. I've got paper in there. I have got goodness knows what in here.
It'd be good for your chocolate.
Yeah, if I find a piece of chocolate, it's definitely mine. You've got your net bags in there. You've got another zipper in there as well. If I turn this round, you've got another pocket there. What have I got? Oh, I've got a huge pot of embossing powder. That is a mega pot of embossing powder, huge one, and that's fitting in there fine. It's got the net bags as well. We take it round this way. I've got my glycerin in there for doing my techniques, and actually you've got another pocket in there. And then if I turn it round here,
there's more.
I've got my art liners. I've got my
we've got the CD-ROM, that's available. Yep, that's available.
There we go. I've got an ink pad. I've got stamps in there.
This is
you
brilliant.
can actually, I mean, there's a huge amount in there. My brushes go in there. It just means I've got everything. And as well as this lovely handle on the top, look at this. You have actually got, if I can pull it up, look.
Yeah, you've got the strap.
You've got the strap, which is adjustable. That's why I mean for a flight bag.
Yes.
It's fabulous. Because there's nothing there which screams craft, but they are just amazing.
Really handy to have, and so many different pockets, so many different areas, so many different compartments as well. You can keep yourself really organised with that, whether you're using it for craft or perhaps you're going to use it for something else. But the details again on your screen, 241101 is the item number, just £29.99 plus your P&P. I think that is fabulous. It's really difficult to find a bag that's got so many pockets, so many compartments that's really going to suit you, and some of those compartments are adjustable as well. Definitely go for that with these kits.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, what else are we going to see?
Okay, so what I can do, if you can just bear with with me for a minute and I will just get myself...
Well, I'll tell you what, let's go through the CD-ROM if we can, and I want to show you some of the samples that you can create when you get this home. So we've got this wonderful Spectrum Aqua CD-ROM that's going to help you with all of your watercolours. Definitely recommend with this. I take it it'll work with Windows?
Yeah, it works with anything from Windows 98 or above. This is a tutorial one, so you... Yeah, just pop it in and it will play. Yeah. It is fabulous. What you've got is Leanne. You've got Leanne taking you through. When I first got my set of pens, they sent me this.
Right.
And this is exactly how I learned to use these pens. And all the samples that you're going to see right now was literally me going through and working along with Leanne on this DVD.
Look at that. That is absolutely gorgeous.
Isn't it pretty? And so she'll show you how to use both ends of the pen. So the fine tip and the wider pen to get that kind of look.
Yeah, with the two different areas on that pen, it's really important because sometimes you want that finer detail in there. Yep. You don't want that watercolour flowing out so much. The fine detail, which is absolutely beautiful. I love this one. I really, really do.
Backgrounds and stamping with it. Again, that whole card was just made from a splat background and stamping with it and a bit of faux bleaching, which is on the CD-ROM.
Absolutely. And this one as well, this is what I love about watercolours, and I love the way that we can use the two ends of the pens as well for that finer detail if you want, and this for outlining.
And this is mixing custom colours, so this was me learning how to mix colours together to get the colours I want. So none of those colours you'd find as they were in the set.
You've created
those. Your own.
That's fabulous. And again, you know, the more you practice, the more you might even invent your own colour. Let's go through these. And again, this is just, this is lovely. Look at this. You can use this as a backdrop for all kinds of different things. Maybe embellish that, maybe use it with stamping, for example. This is
a bokeh technique. So this is using your gesso. Bokeh comes from photography. It's that light, diffusion of light. So it's learning how to do that with gesso on your aqua pen backgrounds. Fabulous. Do you know, this is making me hoot, because, look, let's turn this round. Not that I don't want these going missing, but look.
Please
because
return.
I was so chuffed with some of these, but particularly with some of the painting, because it made me happy, it made me smile. When I suddenly discovered that I could do this, and you didn't have to be a great artist, then anyone can do this. Anyone who can pick up a brush or pick up a pen can do this. White on white embossing.
Yeah, that looks gorgeous,
so easy, and that's one of the stamps we've got on the show today.
And all of these you can create using that CD-ROM, getting your ideas, and getting all the products that we've got available for you on the show. I love the glitter of that. I love that. Absolutely fantastic. So the item number, again, 406942. The details on your screen. The best way to order, of course, is the web, and it's $11.99, and that includes your P&P if you are a Freedom member. It's well worth going for the Freedom member, because if you love crafting, you will want to buy a lot of items from us here at Hochanda. £14.99 plus your P&P if you're not a Freedom member. So now you know why it is an advantage to join that Freedom Club. OK, we're going to see more demonstrations now. We've got a stock update for you with the pens. We are really busy. We're incredibly busy. How much of the stock? 60%, and we do have another show.
We do, 4 o'clock.
So maybe we can go out for a walk if we sell out.
I think so.
Maybe we can. Or you can teach me some new techniques. That would be fantastic. It is such a great deal. It really, really is. Please check out your baskets. If you are on the web, we are incredibly busy. Make sure you grab those aqua pens and then watch the demonstrations. Do it now. Check out your baskets. Give us a call. Talk to the people in the call centre. Make sure you have it. Don't wait until the end of the show. Don't wait until you see all these demonstrations, because you know this is a fantastic deal. Right, what are we going to take a look for
what we're going to do is we're going to do a bit of colouring direct onto. So that was that same image you just saw. This is called a perfect peony, and it really is. Now, I've changed colours this time. I'm working with the primaries now. But what I like of these stamps is that you can just put this. This is why, you know, the pencils or the pens, you can play with this. You can do this same thing. Now, look, I'm just popping my colour on there. I'm using the shading to tell me roughly where I want it to be. There we go. That should be done. And then what I'm going to do is just draw that out. Now, look at this. This is just... Look how that colour just flows.
That is gorgeous.
Doesn't it? And it just doesn't matter. And these brushes are lovely. Yeah, I use them for everything.
We've got the details for these at the bottom of the screen as well. I do think it's well worth going for those. Get your whole kit. We are 50%? Have the pencils gone? 50% of the pencils gone. Wow. We're only in the first show. Incredibly busy. But you can see why, because we can do so much. We can use the pencils with the brushes. We can add the water, which quite clearly you can get out of your tap. We can take a palette with us with those pencils because you can create a palette by just using the pencil. I think it's such a great idea. I really do. But
now
look at that.
That's done as far as it needs to be. But if I wanted to, I'm going to go for a little bit of sage green. So I'm mixing both of them now. So that was the pencils. But look, I can also, oh, that's not the colour I thought it was going to be, but it's fine.
It's a healthy leaf.
Yeah, the sage green I wanted was just underneath, but that's fine. So what I'm going to do is just blend that out, and what I might do is just pop in. Now, when you've got the paper wet like that, don't go, unless you're going to just use the whole thing to colour, don't go straight in with your pen, because it's just going to suck the colour up. So there we go. Or you're going to get the wrong pen, as I did. And you don't want to do that. But look, I can go over it with that sage green.
Do you know what,
How
though?
pretty.
I like that detail because I think it adds a little bit more to the leaf. And let's face it, in nature, all leaves are different, all flowers are different.
Aren't they? Now, what I can also do, you see that down there? I'm going to, I know we're short on time, or we're getting to the end of the show, but there's one more technique I want to show you.
We've only got 5 minutes. I'm glad you reminded me of that. I'm getting so engrossed in this. Please do check out your baskets, get on the phone lines. They are very busy, so ordering on the web would be the best way to do that.
Look at this. Here we go. That is glycerin, which I've just used the end of my brush to pop on there, and I've got some pen there. This is a piece of fairly filthy cut and dry foam, but this is the cut and dry foam I keep for my glycerin, so we'll choose a slightly less one. This is a polythene bag that tends to sit. So what I'm doing is I'm using cut and dry foam, and there's glycerin. Then I'm going to pick up, there we go, some of my green colour, but watch, then I can use those pens as you would a distress ink, and actually use that to colour.
Oh, is that what the glycerine does then?
Yeah, the glycerine turns my piece of cut and dry foam into a pad, which will enable, look at that colour. And you know, I can get a much smoother, more beautiful blend of colour than I ever do with just using distress ink.
I love that, I love that.
Really pretty. Now look at that. Let me hold that up so you can see. It's a very pale colour. I'll tell you what, I will not be thwarted. We've got a moment.
But you can see,
I can see that green.
Yeah, you can see that there, just moving that slightly, you can see that green.
But let me do it. Let me put a darker colour over it.
Gorgeous. You can see it there, just sort of like blending
into
lovely? The card.
There we go. Here we go.
And that's blue you're using.
And this is a blue. Yeah. Just so you can see how well they blend as well.
That's a really nice technique.
Aren't they lovely?
Yeah, so you're nice for sky.
Really lovely. This is lovely. These pens are amazing. And then, of course, any of your distress techniques you can do. I'm going to hold that there so you can come and see me.
And this is what we love about Hochanda, all the different hints and tips that we can get from our fabulous guests like yourself. I've learned something new today. I hope you have, and I hope you're taking advantage of the deals that we've got on here, which are incredible. £37.97 plus your P&P. Great value, great deals. And we're going to see some of the samples that you can actually accomplish with your pens and your pencils.
So, Spectrum Noir Aqua Pens, they are exceptionally popular today, and I'm not surprised because you're getting the latest colourways at an incredible price. We're approaching 2/3 of the stock gone. Just take a look at this. I've picked up a few inspirations, really, that highlight why these are so popular. The quality of the finish that you're able to... I mean, look at that. Bright, vibrant. How can you not fall in love with that? Or what about this? So now we've used the Spectrum Aquas to actually stamp. I mean, that is incredible. Or what about this? Another look. Beautiful, beautiful colours. And finally, if you just wanted to have some fun and create the most punchy backgrounds, anybody can do this. OK, look, I've got to break this down for you. So I'm putting on my crafty hat. This is what I'd be thinking at home. Value for money. Now, first off the bat, you are getting, as part of this set, a half price saving. So all of this would normally cost you, we're going to bring the details up on your screen in just a moment, but it'll be £75.94. That in itself would be good value. Today, you are getting exceptional value. So you've got half price savings straight off the bat. Now, this is how I would approach it. So you've got your storage, and what I would say with the storage, this is something you'd want to invest in, because with the pens, them having different, you've got the brushstroke nib and the bullet nib, you need to lay them flat so all the ink doesn't flood to one side. So you want to protect your pens, you want to have them stored nicely. You're getting 4 of the trays. That's $19.99. That's something that you would invest in anyway. So that suddenly takes your price down, that $37.97 to £17.98. But you're also getting the watercolour paper. Again, that's something you are going to invest in at some point. It's a consumable. That's $3.99. That takes your price down to $13.99 for all the pens, because you're going to be getting the storage, you're going to be getting the paper. Look, what I would say with the pens, just one of these sets would cost you $12.99. Today, as this very special introductory price, you're getting all the 3 latest colourways for $13.99. Incredible value. You're going to fall in love with these. They're water-based, so you can use loads of techniques. Janice, Fiona, come in. 2/3 of the stock has gone here.
Wow.
Very busy. Fiona will be back at 4. I don't know whether this is going to be here. Oof.
Yeah, it could be a very interesting touch-and-go time between now and 4 o'clock to figure out what we're doing. But, you know, you'll love them. When you get these home, you will absolutely love them. They're the newest colours to add to the range of colours that we've got. There may be one in there which I think is similar, but other than that, you're going to have great fun and play. You're going to enjoy the range of things you can do with these pens. Or if you're going for the pencils, you've just got a real treasure trove
pencils.
there.
Lots of joy. How have you found the hour, Jen?
Absolutely enjoyed it, yeah, and I want to play in between the hours as well, and hopefully come back.
Just caught the crafty bug already. 2 days here.
I certainly have.
Incredible.
I really have. No, it's brilliant, and thank you for such a great show.
Absolute pleasure.
Fiona's back at 4. Janice, when are you next on?
I think I am back at 3 o'clock, so I'll see you then.
Lots to look forward to.
Yes.
Hope you enjoyed this hour. If you have just tuned in, you can always catch up on any of our hours via the rewind button at hochanda.com. So coming up next, you're in for a treat. Leonie and Lizzie with our one-day special, our Sewing with Threaders. Then we got Quilting Antics a bit later on, and Tonic Dots and Drop. Oh, it's going to be a good afternoon here at Hochanda. We will see you in a moment.
Hi, I'm Paul Church from Clarity Stamp. I've been fortunate enough to turn my hobby into a career and joined Clarity Stamp in January 2016. My background has always been in crafting, and I enjoy making things and sharing things. That's what crafting's all about for me, making things and sharing with others, and also learning all the time. At Clarity Stamp, we bring you a wide range of products, from stamps, stencils, groovy, and pergamano. And the great thing about that is that it covers crafters from all different aspects. So whether you're into stamping, stenciling, parchment craft, we've got it covered at Clarity Stamp. So I hope you can tune in and join the Clarity team on Hochanda.
Hi everyone, I'm Gordon.
I'm Justin.
And
together we are Be Creative.
Justin and I formed our company just under 1 year ago to bring you new and exciting products under the Be Creative brand.
We have a fantastic relationship with Hochanda, and we love to share our ideas and creation with you, our viewers.
So why not come be creative with us
Here at Hochanda.
Hello, my name's Kay from Indigo Blue, and we've been established for 7 years, and together with my husband Alfie we design and manufacture our own in-house red rubber stamps. We also have our own range of paints, lushes and stencils. We're so proud that we've now got a reputation for such high quality products and the detail that we can manage to get in our stamps. What I really love about Hochanda is I get to demonstrate lots of different techniques for you to understand how to use our products and hopefully inspire you. I've got loads of fantastic ideas buzzing around in my head, so I can't wait to get those filtered into our products and out to you at home. So grab a cup of tea, join me and the team from Indigo Blue on Hochanda.
Hello and welcome. You're tuned in to Hochanda, the home of crafts, hobbies and arts, and it's marvellous to be with you. And we've got the one-day special. My name's Leonie, and I'm with our lovely Lizzie.
Hello.
That's your full title.
What, lovely Lizzie?
The lovely Lizzie.
Lovely.
Lovely Lizzie and Leonie.
Lovely Leonie. I can't even say it. Lovely Leonie. Too many L's.
Just call me what you fancy. It's fine. Now, we have got also a fabulous one-day special.
Oh, yes.
This is beautiful, and it has been busy. In fact, 60% of the stock has now gone. Tell us about it, Lizzie, because what you can make is just gorgeous.
Yes, because of course now what we've got are some templates. Not just any old templates, Leonie. These are templates that you're going to be able to reuse time and time and time again, as many times as you like for the rest of your life.
Yes, indeed.
Or your stitchy life.
Yeah, keep them safe.
The first one you've got there is the pouch. So this is the pouch design. So you can see you've got one little one there, slightly longer one there, then you've got the rounded version and the bigger rounded version. So you've got 4 designs there, and they all fit the rectangular clasp, which comes with the one-day special, Leonie.
Fabulous.
So you just draw through with your heat erasable pen, cut out and stitch.
So really easy, and obviously loads of different things.
Yes.
So that's going to give you loads of different shapes and sizes. What's this bit?
So this is the second one. This is the coin purse. So can you see, this is lovely. So you've got a lovely little neat little purse there. Then you've got a slightly bigger, wider purse, and then you've got the longer purse. And we've tested glasses.
They fit.
And they fit.
Marvellous.
Absolutely perfectly. And that one, that design uses the round clasp that comes with the one-day special.
Gorgeous.
And of course, you're getting 6 fat quarters to make these beautiful purses.
So you're going to be able to make so many different purses with
and
a gorgeous fat quarters.
That goes with that coin purse.
Right.
That gives you the flat bottom.
Super.
So it's
the depth.
Yes.
If you will, so you can get all your coins in there.
Yeah, makeup.
Marvellous.
Maybe you just want to have some little bits of jewellery in there, special little pieces in there. So many different designs and ideas that we've, over the last 24 hours, that we've come up with. For instance, obviously you could use the fabric from the one-day special, but you could use your felts, your faux leathers, your denims.
The beautiful thingy that I had on this morning.
Yes,
you know,
Anthea's tweed.
And thank you, tweed. That's the word I'm after. That is stunning, and you could buy packs of that. So have a look at that, because these would look gorgeous in tweed.
And don't forget, if you did treat yourself to some tweed, you could actually patchwork it together. Then cut it out, and that being your fabric.
How stunning!
So, I've had a lady message me to say she makes felt, so she makes her own felt.
That'd be gorgeous.
She's going to make felt especially to go into these clasps, so she can see straight away how it's going to work. So embroidery, applique,
stunning.
Free motion embroidery. You're looking at there, and that matches the little bubbles as well, which is cool.
Really like this. Yeah, it does with the pink.
And do you know what it is, Leonie? What it is?
What is it, Al?
These are achievable. These are achievable.
But they don't look it.
No.
I mean, when you look at something like this, because obviously you can change the fabric. You've got the 2 different handles as well. I know I've shown you the round ones at the top, but if you want more of the square, the rectangle, if you will, the handles, you can get them on their own, but they are limited. They're just down there, but they're limited. 3, 4, 6, 8, 5, 6. I would, because you've got those templates, so you definitely want to put these extra in.
And before I forget, because I will. Don't forget, you can stamp onto the faux leather, and you can paint with your Pebeo paints.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Just imagine that. Just a little half flower going in on the corner there. You know, we did the show with Sheena where we were painting on bags. Well, hello, paint on purses. So you can machine embroider, you can hand embroider, you can applique, you can paint on them, you can patchwork. patchwork and then piece it together. You
oh
can
my
use your
gosh,
cottons, your tweeds, your silks.
I pay a fortune for that. That is lovely.
Exactly. So you can personalise. Maybe you've got bridesmaids coming up this spring, summer, so make a little purse for them with the rose petals in the matching fabrics of their dresses.
Fabulous. And it's something they're going to keep.
Of course.
Right, I
add
really
lace, add
like
ribbons.
these.
You know, gosh, these,
the things you can
like
do.
I say, they're achievable. Because they're small, it means that I can make these in an hour, and I'm not rushing. I'm just sort of plodding my way through.
That's amazing.
So
in an hour?
Yes, half machine, half hand stitch, or hand stitch the whole lot. You don't need a machine.
Get extra class, definitely, because you want them. Now, not only have you got something that's achievable, not only have you got the templates for life and the class you can make too, you do have your fabric as well. So you have got a 6-piece fat quarter, which is gorgeous. So it is down there, but these are the fabrics that you're going to get. And these are lovely.
Aren't they gorgeous?
I've not seen these before. Are these brand
new again.
Wonderful.
I mean, what a treat for me to bring not only the purse templates to everybody today, stroke yesterday, but also 9 new, 9 new fabrics. Get my teeth in. We're showing 6 here because that's the 6 that represent the fat quarter bundle.
Beautiful.
But don't forget to look at the extra meterage because there's 3 further designs that will work beautifully all together.
And they do all mix and match.
They do.
Absolutely beautiful because of the colour palette.
It's that it's kind of muted. It's kind of chalky.
Soft, isn't it?
It's vintagey. It's very obviously reminiscent of the garden and that lovely feeling that you get when you're sitting in the garden, that everything blends together because it's nature, it's natural. And you've got that feeling with these fabrics of the beauty of the flowers and the colours and that chalky feeling. Now I just want to say where it says grey, because these 2 here are called grey. They're not.
Yeah, they are. No, they're not grey. They're more of a green, aren't they?
Green,
yeah, definitely.
A medium tone, a light tone.
That's more of a sagey green. That one's got more of a blue hint, so that's more of a very light mint.
Yeah, and all those colours follow all the way through.
Yeah.
Now, the proof of the pudding is in the eating, Leonie.
Indeed, I love eating.
And pudding after. And we sold out of the fabric roll. I'm sorry, I've been on the phone. We can't get any more. But I'm prepared for the next fabric launch. Don't you worry.
Yeah.
But what I'm trying to point out is that I use the fabric roll, which is the 9 colours, and I mix them all up together in a quilt, and they so work.
And they look amazing.
So whatever you choose, whatever you decide to use...
It's all going to go, isn't it?
Absolutely.
OK, if you do want to get hold of this, remember this is your one-day special. 60% of the stock has gone. You get your templates, you get your gorgeous fabric. You've also got the hardware to get you going. And only £27.96. Do you know what you have got? You've got a massive saving for this one-day special. £15.99 saving. That is phenomenal. 732,213. Basically, your fat quarters, that's what it should cost. So you're getting your fat quarters for nothing in this kit. OK, we're going to get showing. We're going to show you the other fabrics, but first, have a look at some of the gorgeous things you can make. Well, hello. Now then, we've got the fabric, but we've got more. We've got all of these. Now, these are your fabric bolts, so it's a metre of fabric, which of course is either going to make lots of purses, you can make anything, table runners, we've got quilts, we've got cushions, we've got the lovely little bowls there as well, which are absolutely gorgeous, all with the fabric. Shall we go through the beautiful fabrics for you? Oh, I think our lovely Shauna's going to, thank you, Shauna. Our Chris fancies the both, and I can do this because it's got the names on the back, so it does make it easier. Chris up there for thinking, down there for dancing, son. Okay, so these are all your brand new colours. So the first one we have got Rose Blossom in navy,
and
which
that really
is gorgeous.
is a deep navy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's rich.
Yeah.
So lovely rich navy. I do like this one.
That's
that
like a
blue's
denim.
gorgeous. That's your Rose Blossom in blue.
Chambray denim.
A chambray,
yeah. That sort of colour.
I really like that.
Yeah, I do.
Like the print as well. Nice little design.
Yeah.
The next one that we've got for you, that is your crosshatch. That's in white.
Again,
that's an
very
all-rounder.
generic. Yeah, absolutely going to fit in everywhere. And it's nice and bright, even though it's like a really dark rose pink design. It's not red, it's a dark rose pink.
Yeah, it is.
It's a nice bright, so it's going to lift everything that you make with that.
Yeah, it is. I like that. The next one that we've got for you, I like this one as well. Now, this is your English country house. That's in grey, but it is like we were saying.
Green,
it isn't grey.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it is really pretty.
Yes,
It's a really pretty tone. And with that background, the pink really stands out. But it's not a pink, it's a nice pink.
You know, there's that certain paint brand that everybody does their chalk painting of their furniture.
Certainly
One coat sorts it out, Leonie.
Absolutely.
Anyway, they're very reminiscent of those colours, aren't they?
Yes, absolutely. They do remind me of home decor colours.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yeah.
The next one that we've got for you, this is your Rose Blossom again, but this time in the gorgeous grey, which isn't a grey again, it's more sagey, but absolutely gorgeous. I love that blue.
That's been really
navy.
popular.
Oh, I'm not surprised.
And
That is
a French
fabulous.
navy, don't you think?
Yes.
French navy rather than a deep navy.
Yeah, absolutely. Stunning.
It's gorgeous.
That's really, I think that might be my favourite out of the collection.
It's been everybody else's favourite too.
Yeah, I fit in with the crowd, but I'm with you, crowd. The next one,
and that one.
Again is your Rose Garden. That's pretty.
Yeah.
Isn't
it lovely?
Pretty.
It's so pretty. And of course, don't forget dressmaking.
Yeah.
Even though they're quilting cottons, we tend to get focused on that.
Yeah.
But actually, these are 100% cotton, so perfect for dress weight, shirt weight, that type of thing.
And they feel lovely quality.
Oh, yes.
Our Caroline in my head is having this for a dress. I'd like this for a dress. But look, Caroline, we'd
see a little fitted waistline there because you're both lovely and slim. So a little fitted waistline, a little flared skirt, not a full round skirt, but at that type of look where it's fitted 1950s. Sort of
we
look.
like that.
You see, I can see
we
you
like
in it.
that, don't we, Miss Cas Bobs?
Yeah.
We do like that. You've then got the crosshatch in pink. I rather like it in the pink. Doesn't it look different? You know, from the white, it almost looks like a different print.
Yes.
Doesn't it?
But it is the same. And then if you bring the one in behind, that's the crosshatch blue. So again, you've got that sort of, I don't know, country house feel.
Yeah.
I suppose that's what it's all about, isn't it?
I like that. Because there's having a skirt in that one. I'll have a penny in this one.
But once you start to open your mind to it, if we forget about the word quilting, and we just say it's cotton fabric, then hello, that opens up home decor. Definitely dressmaking. Little girls' frocks or big girls' little frocks.
Or Chris Baker's pyjamas.
You could.
Seriously. Mr. B's having pyjamas out of those.
But you could have a little boy's shirt. You know, if you want to make a little boy's shirt.
Absolutely.
Little dungarees, all those sorts of things. All of these designs, they're not cutesy overload. They're very sensible. But actually you can make some really quirky little pretty designs with them.
Yes, I think so. I think they're absolutely exquisite. Brand new, obviously, lovely colour palette. Now, Freedom members, you are saving 20% on your bolt of fabric.
Crazy.
It brings that price down to £9.59 from £11.99. No postage if you're a Hochanda Freedom member. You can pick as many as you fancy. The choice is yours. 443214. That's your item number. Remember, you will get your fat quarter with your one-day special, your 6 fat quarters, but this is the way of really expanding what you can do with them. So, you have got the 3 that don't come with it. They are the Rose Garden, they're in the blue. Rose Blossom, sorry, at the top there. Oh, and that's my second favourite, the Rose Blossom in blue. Then that crosshatch in the white. And then the Rose Blossom in the navy. They're both,
lovely,
they're all nice,
they're gorgeous. I was really excited to bring these to air.
It's brand new.
Yeah, because I was already excited about the templates and the purses, and I thought, that we're going to be having such fun with those. You're going to make loads. But then I didn't really understand the bundling of. I didn't know what it was going to be with it. And then I realised you're going to get the fabrics because they are so perfect for the purses.
Yeah, they really are.
Because the designs are nice and neat.
Yeah,
so you don't
idea.
anything, do you?
No, that's it. You need a small print, don't you?
Yeah.
For sure with these.
Even the smallest of the purses would look glorious in any of those.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I really like. Yeah, they're lovely. Okay then. Our Lizzie. So.
Okay. So we've done a couple of the pouch purse, which is the flat one,
Beautiful.
and that's the one I made this morning at 9 o'clock. So I finished that one off.
That's gorgeous.
And I talked about the stitching, and I mean, my stitching is not perfect. Let me just show you. My stitching is not perfect because I've used pink, because just to highlight, you can see that. So, oh, that's a bit too close, Mr. Baker. But anyway, so I'm not worried about that, because first of all, I'm only going to see that. Look, nobody's going to see that. But also, I'm thinking you could actually put a little piece of piping cord in there, or even knitting yarn, especially cotton, and just get a little bit of glue and pop that in there to sort of stuff the area, because there's still quite a gap there. And actually, you could neaten that off if you wish.
Yeah, and you wouldn't need to do it in bright pink.
Well, no, you don't have to.
Or you do the inside. If you want to do it bright pink, you put the inside as bright pink. So your actual fabric and your cotton.
Think about it, but I've got a bit of a cheat. No.
Oh.
Bit of a cheat.
What's your cheat?
I suppose I could confess, although I haven't done it yet. Is that before you actually stitch these together, before you actually put fabric to frame, let's say, I'm never going to I was going to say I'm never going to open it, but I did. Is you could do. I'm going to say faux stitching, but what I really mean is I would actually stitch the frame. So it looks like you've stitched all the way through. And then use your super duper fabric glue. And actually glue the purse into place, because this has been designed. Let me just get the lining that I already pre-cut.
So it did hold,
that fits perfectly. Let me just slip that under there. Yeah, well, especially if you're using fabric glue. You'll just use something that's fit for purpose. So that, you can see, fits perfectly into the frame. Do you see?
Yeah.
So think about it. It might be something you're totally not interested in, but you could stitch that, then put your 3 layers, the lining, the wadding and the main fabric, into there, and then glue it in. If you want to glue to hold and then stitch, I would just avoid the holes.
Right, okay.
If you didn't want to stitch at all, think about using things like little diamantes. Or, I don't know, something like that. A little trim. You can buy little pearl trims.
Yeah, just around its cover.
And just glue that. You don't have to, because that's actually quite a nice design.
I think it's really effective.
It's really
I won't want to cover that up. It's really, they are beautiful.
They are. And funny enough, I was using our embroidery scissors, and look how well they go together. So you could make a pouch, couldn't you, for our embroidery scissors to fit in there. Don't they work? So think about the fact, yes, of course you can do it as per the instructions, and you can stitch all the way through. If you're not keen on having your hand stitching showing, then think about those other ways I mentioned to do
You know the Kalal fabric glue, would that be strong enough to hold that in place?
Undoubtedly.
Fabulous. We have got that. It's at the bottom of the screen there for you. So if you do want to do that Lisa was saying, you have got a twin pack for just £9.99. It's 829491. That's brilliant. Okay, so easy.
Like I say, fit for purpose. So that's what the Collal glue will do. It's fit for
purpose.
Purpose, can't speak. Blah. So I'm going to make the smallest one of the coin purse. It's a really pretty one, isn't it? Sweet.
It's really cute. I don't think I've picked up.
No, I haven't. That little denim one is around somewhere.
I picked them all up.
And this is the one with the gusset. So this is the one that's going to have the flat bottom. And it's going to sit nicely on a little worktop. Maybe you want to use it as decoration. Especially if you've done some embroidery on it. Maybe it's just a decorative piece.
Yes.
Why not? Fill it with potpourri. So I'm going to make the smallest one. I'm going to do as far as I can get. So I've got my 2 bits of fabric. Now look, even though I'm using the pattern fabric, that's not too big a design for a little purse like that, is it?
You're still going to get plenty.
Of course. And I could make sure I position it carefully to pick up the flowers. But if I just put... Let's do it right sides together with my wrong sides facing me. Let's get the template out, because that always helps.
That helps, doesn't it?
In fact, I just realised I haven't cut a second piece of fabric, so you might have to...
Bear with.
We
can bear with you.
So on the templates you can see you've got, this is the little diddy one there that I'm going to make. Then you've got the long, well, let's go to that one. You've got the wider, little fatter one there. Beautiful. And then you've got the longer one there. And don't forget, that's going to be at least, I haven't measured it, but probably 1.5 inches wide, gusset, so it gives you that lovely...
And that gives you...
Yes.
Shall I show? Because that is what the gusset does. It really, really gives you that depth. So when it is nice and full, you've got plenty of room in there for all your pennies.
Exactly. Or your makeup. Or maybe you're going to do it for bridesmaids, have their little roses in, things like that. I don't know. There's so many different ways of using these. They could be... You could have made some jewellery for somebody and you could pop it into the handmade purse to actually give them as a gift within a gift.
Yeah, yeah.
So there's so many different ways where I know you're going to, and because the templates, you'll have them for forever. You'll keep coming up with ideas.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Especially when I made a few of these.
Of course.
I really like these. They're just gorgeous.
Yes. Sweetest thing.
Okay.
I'm going to get you working.
I do keep playing with class, so I will put it down.
I'm going to get you working.
You do get your two. Oh, you get your two class. You get your rounded one. You get your rectangular one, the square one. One of them's got the gorgeous pearls. One of them's got the nice pink balls on the top there.
Oh, they're lovely.
Yeah, they're really cute. And obviously you do get the difference. You can make the different sizes, so it can go there. So whee to that one, and they all look good. I really, really like them.
But you see, once
really
you've made a few, you will probably start making up your own designs.
Yeah.
If you get the purse clasps that actually fit our design, because obviously the round one fits the round one, the rectangular fits the rectangular pattern. But quite honestly, you can then start using your imagination and making different shapes. As long as that clasp fits, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
And you've got the top bit from the the template. Now, the purse clasps. So that round one has now gone.
Oh my word.
So on its own, the round purse clasp has sold out. So if you do want this one, the only way to go, or the square one, of course, because they come together, they have gone, both of those. So if you do want them now, the only way to get hold of them, that is my favourite. Isn't that fabulous? If you do want to go for these now, the only way to get them is in the one-day special. Yeah, you'll be lucky if this comes home with you. Who made that? Kimberly.
But
Kimberly.
Isn't she a clever girl?
Oh, I love it.
But I really am seriously thinking about Anthea's tweeds.
Yeah. Oh,
because
yeah. Anthea's tweeds would look stunning.
And do you know what I would do with them? I wouldn't actually seam them like you would do with regular patchwork. I would almost like you're appliquing them together.
Yeah.
I would just lay the layers together and then stitch them and have that raw edge of the tweed.
I'd have the raw. I'd have it coming out and then fray it.
Yeah.
So you could have a frayed. Because I'd love that.
Yeah,
it would be beautiful. Absolutely. And she was selling, I mean, it sold out, but she was selling the scrap.
Really?
Yeah. They were like all the off-cuts, massive, but they sold out in first
Can I just say I've got a box of those at home?
Sorry. Lizzie, what are you doing?
I thought I'd do a bit of drawing. I didn't think I'd do stitching today.
Okay, cheeky bit of
with you.
What are you using?
I'm using the heat erasable pens. You get 3 in a pack and you get 2 packs.
Oh, that's good.
And to be honest with you, you'll need 2 packs because you'll have one of these maybe in your handbag. Don't use them for writing because it's a waste. But just in case you need to write something, maybe you're going to hang your coat up.
Yeah.
And you need to quickly write your name in so everybody knows whose coat belongs to who. Well, you know.
Yeah.
And then maybe you're going to have 2 in your crafting area, maybe. Yep. So you have the other 2 there. It doesn't matter which colour you use, to be honest. And then you can have 2 or 3 in your actual bag that you take around with you. Because I have my bag with me all the time.
And it is the ones that do end up being borrowed and never given back.
Always. I have lost a few.
Really cool pens. And it looks like, I mean, it does look like a biro.
Yes, that's the thing. Don't let anybody in the family mark it. Put a pink fluffy ribbon on it or something, because they will disappear. But they're not for. I mean, to be honest, if you wrote on a piece of paper, you wrote a shopping list, and Hayley was saying this earlier, and I've done it myself. Put it in the hot sunshine, it disappears.
Fabulous.
So it's useless for when it's the hot and sunny day and you've written on something. But also, I've tested it out. You can write on paper a little message. Don't forget to get the milk bottles in or something, and then but if you iron it again, it just disappears.
And then you can write another message and another message, and just keep ironing them. Just use one. So if you're really into recycling, you could just have one sticky note and one pen. That's all you need for the rest for years. If you do want those pens, the details are there. It's 10. No, it isn't. It's 168066. That's your item number. You are going to get 6 pens. £11.98 unless you're a Freedom member. Freedom member, that price drops to £10.78. You don't pay postage, but half of the stock has over half of the stock has gone now with those. All right then, so they will disappear.
And the other thing I keep meaning to say, and obviously I keep forgetting, is with your templates, it's a great trick to use the stick and spray. Just literally, that's it.
Right, that's handy.
Just a tiny little squirt, so it will last you absolutely ages.
And this is the one for your fabric, isn't it?
Yes, and it's great for putting the template down onto your fabric because it doesn't wriggle then. So I can pick that up. And it's not, apart from the fact this is layered, that's not going to fall. That's not going to fall off, and it means that it's not going to move as you're transferring the line detail. So now all I've done is I've folded my fabric according to the instructions. There we go, and I'm just going to draw through again. I'll use the blue this time. Now I'm doing it on the reverse because you can see the pen better.
Of course.
Because it's a lighter fabric on the back, not because of any other reason than the fact that it's lighter on the back. And there we go. So I've transferred. Let me just move that. So I've just peeled that off. So you can't see it, but there we are. If I join the lines up.
Yeah, and then you know what you're doing.
See. So, of course, these heat erasable pens are great for drawing in. Maybe somebody signs something and then you can embroider it. Maybe it's like our quilting stencils where you're drawing. Maybe you're drawing a design on a quilt and then you can free motion embroider it. So there's lots of ways of using these sort of pens, and quite honestly, I wouldn't be without them.
Really, really handy. They are the type of thing that you'll need, and it's always the type of they're the kind of thing, you know, when you need something but you can't find it.
Yes.
And then you think, oh, we should have got them.
Yes.
That's why you want to get them. Yeah, you can see that.
Now look, because I've got a double piece of fabric here, it's always good job to put a pin through it just to hold those layers together, and all I'm going to do now is cut that out. So it will literally...
super size scissors. I must admit, they do look funny. Like from here, you look like a really little person with a normal pair of scissors. But that's just my weird imagination. The fabulous scissors.
So that's my little gusset cut out there, and all I need to do is to cut out the purse. Now I've made a few of these now, right?
Yeah.
So when you've made a few,
you know what you're doing.
You kind of work out what works really well, what you can add, what you can take away. And I've found, cut along the lines of the template as is. The seam allowance is already in there. But when I come to the round bit that goes into the clasp, even though that round bit has been designed exactly to fit into the actual purse clasp, I add on, I was going to say a mil, but it's such a small, maybe not even 2, but 1.5 mil, if you want an exact measurement. Just an extra bit, and that really then stuffs the whole of the purse.
Right.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's
so you
not
can
that
get away with cutting out.
Yes. Because for me, that just worked out a little bit better. Now, you might find at home you don't need to do that. Look, you can see the slither.
Would it depend on the no, it won't depend on fabric.
A little bit, because if it's thick and you've got the wadding, it's going to be bulky. So you've just got to make sure all of that goes into the purse clasp. But
so if it's too
much, the smallest amount. I don't know
it's
if you
a proper
can see.
smidgen.
It's a smidge, and I've just found that to be beneficial. It'll still fit if you don't.
But so don't panic too much.
No, but for me it's fine.
Marvellous. And you will find that yourself. If you've got any questions, we're live here at the Hochanda. Yes. And you've got one more hour, that's right, isn't it, after this? So if you do... Oh, penultimate hour this, thank you, Miss Caspops. If you do want to ask any questions, well, we've got our Lizzie here live, then email in, it is studio@hochanda.com. Or if you want to show us what you've been doing, you know, if you're in the middle of a project, if you've finished something and you're loving it, we just like to be very nosy. So do email in with pictures, because we always like to see what you've got. Obviously, it does have to... We would like it sewing related, unless it's picture of dogs. No, don't do that. Yay!
Oh, how about a dog or a pussycat on a quilted?
Animals on quilts. Email in studio@hochanda.com.
Oh, dear me. Right, so now the other top tip is that I've used my stick and spray again to attach my wadding. My goodness me, Leonie, I would not be without that stuff.
This is really handy, isn't it? And it is different from the paper crafting one, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's been designed for fabric. Now, all that means is that it's safe for you to machine over the top of it.
Yeah.
It's the machine needle isn't going to grab the adhesive.
Yeah, which is really vital. I mean, you don't want you getting a sticky needle.
I only have... Oh, listen, I've done it, and I've made the mistake of using the paper crafting one, and I've had to degunge my needle. But stick away will do that. So soak a cotton wool pad in stick away, and then just rub your needle, and then it all comes off. So it's no bother. But might as well go for the proper stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. If you would like to go for your stick and spray, then this is actually going to be a double pack that you're going to get for £13.98p. 882606 is your item number.
Now, I think that is the new livery. Can I say livery? I love that word.
What does that mean, Eva?
That means that the packaging has changed.
I did notice the packaging has changed. I'm liking this packaging.
It's nice. Can you see the
fabric shield?
Thank you.
Yes.
If you see that, then it matches that.
It does.
So
everything goes.
We're going down that road.
Yeah, aren't we just? We've got the fabric shield, we've got stick and spray, we've got some fabric stabiliser. Our Caroline were interested in this, wasn't she?
I love it.
So, our Caroline was saying, like with your fabric stabiliser, how would this work? Would you use it on the purses?
I absolutely would. Not on the actual purses themselves, but maybe for the applique. So, for instance, if we were to pick out... Just give me that one there.
Oh, OK.
Sorry, I've got it right in front of me. As it happens. It's very demanding. Anyway, should you have little scraps, for instance, and you want to cut this little flower out here, which is on one of the purses somewhere, then you can... If you use the fabric stabiliser, let it dry... Then cut it out. It's just like cutting paper or card, actually.
How cool.
And then you can applique it, no fraying, unless you wash it.
That's a really good idea.
Look, there we go.
Thank you, Miss Shauna, for listening to us.
It's exactly the same. So you could actually have stabilised that. I don't know if they did, but you could stabilise that, and then it doesn't fray.
That's really cool.
In fact, it's not identical, but it's very similar. In fact, no, that is the same.
Yeah.
It is the same. I doubted myself. But the thing is, it means that you can stitch it and none of this will fray. And it just makes it super easy.
That's brilliant. That is brilliant. So you want to get your fabric stabiliser, everything mixed and matched. It all looks lovely.
It's been thought through.
With the fabric shield.
Now,
£14.98p.
Have you got, is that on there? Thank you. Now, the fabric shield, do this with an open window, because it's a little bit smelly. It's not anything horrid, but you can smell
You just want a little bit of ventilation.
It's when you use a really strong glue, you can smell the glue.
Oh, yes.
It's the same thing. So, the fabric shield, now, ideal for a purse like that. Because they've got the white background. Because this is like, I'm not going to say the word, but you'll all know. You know when you get your new suite and your new carpet, and it has that over the top.
That nice protection.
This is the same thing, but it's for your your home decor and your personal stuff.
So this is going to help keep them clean, protected.
You can't see a thing. Okay, it's a great demonstration. You see nothing.
Excellent.
But you kind of just feel it. So if I just spray that. It goes wet. That is now definitely wet. I don't know if you can pick it up, but it's wet.
Right.
Now, after about maybe, I don't know, 10 or 15 minutes, that'll obviously dry, but that's put a coating on that now.
My gosh.
And that will keep that
So is that easy?
That is it. I mean, I told you it was a boring demonstration.
That is really...
But it's really, it's a really essential thing.
Yeah, that's amazing.
And that keeps your fabrics lovely and clean.
And especially things like this, because you're going to be using these all the time.
Yeah, and you think things like cushion covers, you know, you might have spent hours on a patchwork cushion cover.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you know the dog is going to come in with his paws and all that sort of thing, and the grandchildren and all that.
Yeah.
So give it a spray of that.
Yeah.
Soak it well. And let it dry, and it's protected.
That's fabulous.
Yeah.
That does come again with the stabiliser. So again, a really good pack for stiffening fabrics, for keeping all those stains off. Absolutely amazing. If you'd like to get hold of those, it is not that don't come with it. That's a little cheeky extra. That's 145455. It's your item number, £14.98. That's your price. Okay. Sorry, we waylaid then, didn't we?
I nearly went zooming ahead.
So we're running out of time.
Oh my goodness me! So look, all I'm going to do. In fact, let me use this as my demonstration, all right? Because I'll cut to the chase.
Okay, cut to the chase.
So with the two pieces that you're getting, you're going to stitch your gusset around one side, right sides together.
Okay.
Then you're getting the second piece and you're going to stitch that one right sides together.
Okay.
Yeah? And you're going to do exactly the same for your lining. All right. And then what you do, let's just jump straight into the one I prepared earlier. I can't remember which show it was now, but anyway. So I've made the outer, I've done the inner. And so all I've done is popped the the lining inside the main bag, and we're left with this lovely little opening at the top.
Okay.
Now, my stitching isn't brilliant, but if you have a look here, I've actually turned this in about 1/4 of an inch and done a little bit of stitching.
Yeah.
And that then brings the lining and the main fabric together, making one unit.
Yeah.
And you're ready then to put the purse clasp in. So before you do anything else, just turn those two side pieces in and just hand stitch those, so you've got some nice neat finish with that.
Beautiful.
And when you put the clasp in, you don't see any of that anyway, because it covers it up completely.
Oh,
so,
right, fabulous.
Yeah.
But that's just to make sure it's nice and neat and tidy, because
Exactly.
otherwise you'll get your little frayed edges.
They could easily pop out, so you might as well just spend 2 minutes, fold them in on themselves and do a little bit of a hand stitch just to make that nice neat edge.
Marvellous.
So all I'm going to do now, Leonie, is I'm just going to tack all my 3 layers together nice and neat.
Right, just hand stitching, doing a little bit of tacking.
Yes.
Okay, so while our Liz is doing that, do check the website hochanda.com. We're going to have a look though at that clip again, just to show you some of the beautiful little purses you can make. Do you know, at the minute I have got a bit of a thing on the yellows and the mustards. The last one, that shot of those and that one, it was like, oh, they're my favourites. It's just a thing at the minute, a thing. Right, I love these. I think they're absolutely gorgeous. This is your one-day special. So you are getting your templates. Now you're getting 3 templates here. So it's going to allow you variations. So let me hold those templates up again so you can see what you're going to get. So first of all, you have got, this is one, but it isn't, because when you look at this, your pouch purse, you've got your little one there, you've got one there, you've got another size here, you've got another size here, you've got so many variations. This has been designed so that is going to fit absolutely perfectly onto the clasp that you are already getting in your one-day special. So that's your first one, that's the pouch. Again, if you do want these separately, you've got those options. The clasps has gone, but the real way to get it is here. However, this has been busy. the next one that you've got, again, really cool. And I like it because you can do a teeny tiny one for all your little coins. You can make it a little bit bigger for more coins, or you can make a nice long purse, and that's perfect for your glasses. Now, what you need to go with the coin purse is the third template, and this is the gusset. So this is the one that is going to give you that wide bottom, the wide flat bottom, to fit all your goodies in, so it gives you lots of rummage room if you put your big gusset in. Now then, along with your templates, you are getting the hardware. So with the hardware, that is, look, posh. So it's got, they are, aren't they? They're gorgeous. So you have got that beautiful metal finish, of course beautifully finished at the top as well, with the faux pearls there and the faux little pink baubles there at the top. Really gorgeous. You've got the square one and you've got the round one. You do get both of these. These have now sold out individually. The only way to get hold of these is within your one-day special. And then of course you get your fabric. Now you are getting 6 fat quarters with this one, and these are brand new fabrics, absolutely exquisite fabrics. So you are getting your English country house, that's in the grey that isn't really grey. This one is more of a soft mint, I'm going for with that. You've also got, I adore this, this is grey again, but not that sergy. That's your rose blossom. That's pretty, isn't it? This is my dress. This is your English country house in navy. This is our Bob's dress, and this is your rose garden. And then we've got the gorgeous crosshatch. So we've got crosshatch in pink, and then crosshatch in Mr. Baker's pajamas. Otherwise known as crosshatch blue. Absolutely stunning, stunning, stunning materials. They feel good, they're good quality, but it's what you can do with these. I mean, they are all beautiful, which if you use the fabrics that come, if you mix and match with other fabrics, the choice is yours. But of course, look, of course they are going to look gorgeous. And you see something like this, how you're going to do the lining. Oh, isn't it good? I love the lining. I just think they're absolutely exquisite. Look, same idea what's inside. A more subtle lining. The choice is yours. Now, your one-day special has been really busy. In fact, almost 70% of the stock has now gone. How are you going to decorate yours? You might be doing patchwork, you might be doing beautiful stitching, you might be doing embroidery, applique. The choice is yours. 732213 is your item number. Please, please, please make sure you check your baskets out. If you don't check your baskets out, you might miss out. So check those out right away for that £15.99 saving. Amazing. Okay, so am I just, yes, I'm hidden. I've got my flat shoes on today, so yes. I know I keep forgetting to change into meals. Okay, so where's the box? I'm all right, I'll stay down here. I have to have a box for when we do craft price drop. They put me on a box then, you know.
Rosella was on a box yesterday.
Was she?
I couldn't understand why she was nearly the same height as Janice. I thought, what on earth has she been eating? Spinach
what
or
is
something?
She wearing? What heels has that woman got on?
But she was on a box.
That makes all the sense. And he wasn't, otherwise we'd not seen his head.
It's only when you got the counter and you get that, then you realise.
Sorry, Caroline. Okay, pick a mix. So with this one, you can choose whatever you fancy. And these are lovely. You are getting 1 metre of fabric with these. They all blend, they all mix and match gorgeously. You can create so many different things. Now, the top 3 that you've got here, these are the 3 that you do not get in your one-day special, and they are lovely. Only £9.59 as well if you're part of our Hochanda Freedom.
And can I just pick up on a point with that?
Indeed,
because if I was to go to my local quilt shop and purchase 1 metre of fabric, of brand new fabric that's only just come out that day, I'm probably going to be paying 12, 13, 14, 15 pounds a metre. Wow. So to have brand new fabric, 1 metre, was it £9.59?
Yeah, £9.59 if you're a Freedom member.
Most people
with no postage.
Yeah, perhaps most people are Freedom members now. So that's it's going to cost me a couple of pounds in diesel to get to the shop.
Exactly, parking.
So that's me postage and packaging. I don't have to worry about that, do I? Because I get it here. Yep. But to get brand new fabric that has been the most popular fabric we have brought so far, apart from Cottontail, because that was exceptional. But this is an amazing range of fabrics.
Yeah,
at that
beautiful
price.
Yeah, really good. And
it's
obviously,
fantastic.
fabulous price, fabulous quality. Let me run through the different titles for you. So this one, all over it shop now, that's your Rose Blossom Navy. That is the most popular option.
It's my favourite.
That one's
It's a really dark colour,
yeah.
isn't it? It's going to go with so many things. That's going to be your borders. That's going to be your binding around the outside of a quilt, because it gives you your picture frame.
Yeah.
It's going to bring the eye in.
It does frame it, doesn't it?
Yes, it does.
So that's your Rose Blossom Navy. This is my favourite, actually favourite.
Chambray denim-y sort of feel
it's
to
that
it.
blue. I absolutely adore it. That's your Rose Blossom blue.
Pretty.
You've then got your crosshatch in white. So they're the three you do not get with your one-day special. The rest you do get with your one-day special, but it's only a fat quarters. Whereas this, sorry, they're upside down. Whereas this is a metre. So you have got your English country house in grey. You've then got that beautiful Rose Blossom in grey. You've also got, which is just lovely, it's my second favourite, English country house in navy. You've then got the lovely Rose Garden, which is gorgeous. Yeah, you've got your crosshatch in pink and your crosshatch in blue. Now, £11.99 unless you're part of our Hochanda Freedom, and then it's £9.59. No postage, Freedom members. 443214. That is your item number. Now, we have got all the goodies that you might want to pop in that basket. We've got some beautiful threads, and these are the right colour.
Yeah.
These colours will match. I love that we've got threads that match, because that just makes sense.
It absolutely makes sense, and that's probably one of the key things about threaders, is that everything is thought through. What else do we need? What else do we need? And of course, the threads are absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
Now I just have to say, it's 150 metres per spool of thread, which is 900 metres of thread.
Wow.
Now I've seen very similar boxes of thread that you can buy. About 6 in a box as well, and you only get 100 metres.
Wow, so that is amazing value for money.
That always looks like a good deal. I don't think many people look at the meterage. But here we're getting 150 on each, which means that you can do a whole quilt top.
Excellent, with just that box. £11.99. 60% of stock has gone. Beautiful colour palette, because it matches. 075219. Two more to show you. We've got the fabric pens, 168066, £11.98 for your twin pack there. And then we have got for you, that's that, love. Check the rest of everything out on the website, like your adhesives, etc, etc, etc. And of course you have got your bolts of fabric as well. Miss Lizzie, so did you do your little sewy bit?
Yes. So I'm going to show you how to
10 minutes.
Put the clasp in now.
Oh, good.
And not forgetting, you do get full instructions, so you get the pictures and the words as well. I keep forgetting to say that. So that's in each of, so if you lose one, you've got another set in the other template. So you've got 2 of those. And it goes through the different sort of designs and ideas for each of the templates.
That's brilliant. So you're not left thinking, I have no idea.
What do I do now?
Yeah.
No, everything is written down, and I like I say, that's so super important to us.
Full little kits in themselves, aren't they?
Yeah, and do you know, for ages I thought that was it.
Yeah.
You know, not that was it, but I thought, right, the tooth, that, and maybe some fabric to go with that. And then somebody must have said at some point, yes, but don't forget, we get the cottage gardeners.
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
What? I had no idea. So to have 2 gorgeous brand new products, amazing.
Yeah,
thrilled to bits.
It is so pretty.
As a demonstrator, you clamour for the next new thing to show off, because you get so super excited. Right, look, I've done the little tacking, if you like, around the outside of the edge of my purse. So what I've done is I've brought all 3 layers together. Beautiful. So I've got the lining, I've got the wadding, and I've got the backing fabric. The main fabric rather, all together, okay? And I've tacked about 1/4 inch in from the outside.
And it is just a tacking stitch, you don't need anything else just yet?
No. This is just to hold all 3 layers together, but it's also, if I was to slot that in, that matches exactly, and I'll do that without fumbling away, that matches exactly. So that's the 1/4 inch that I need to follow. Sorry, I'm not doing this very well. Let me just
when you're trying to show camera, it makes it hard work, doesn't it?
It's just a funny angle all the time, isn't it? So when I It's still not going to go. If I pop that in there, that can you? I don't know if you can see my tacking stitch. So when I do my stitching through the frame, I'm using that as my guide to stitch through.
Yes.
So I know that 1/4 of an inch of all that fabric is in the frame.
Right.
So I miss nothing.
Excellent.
I know all my layers are there.
Yeah.
Now what I do is a little knot in my embroidery thread. I've got 3 strands of embroidery thread, nice and strong. And I find the middle. I'm just going to guesstimate this.
And it's strong but pretty as well, which is nice if you've seen it on the outside.
Yes, exactly. So, sorry, I don't know why I'm fumbling. Don't worry, so I'm finding the middle of my my fabric, okay, and I'm putting my needle through, just so I'm anchoring that knot. Now you could pop a little bit of glue on that end there and just tuck it in. And so it doesn't show, but I'm not too worried. So I'm going to go in there again, and then I'm going to find the middle of my, so I think it's probably that one there. And then I just go through. So look, I've come through the hole on the other side. Now can you see where I'm not quite at 1/4 of an inch?
Oh,
do you see
yeah.
how I want to move that up?
Right.
So what I'm going to do is pop my needle in there again.
Oh, that's good, because it is really, because it would be easy actually to miss it, wouldn't it, if you're not careful?
Well, 2 reasons. You need to stitch them all together so all your layers are nice and neat. You've got a lovely neat edge to work with. Yeah. But also, I know then that once I've done that first stitch, look, what a difference that's made with me moving it.
Yeah.
And all I'm going to do then is go back through the second hole along, and I'm going to have to turn it round and come through on that 1/4 of an inch mark again. And for the first couple of stitches you might have to keep poking it back in and telling it who's boss, and then you go in through there again and you find that next hole. There we go. And just make sure that you can't see your tacking, not because it's horrid, but because you know that's your 1/4 of an inch.
That's your guide. That's a really good technique.
Isn't
that's
that a good idea?
tip.
So
yeah, very good.
Going through that again, and all you're doing is a back stitch.
Right,
so
super. So that's going to keep it nice and strong.
Now I've used blue thread. You could use pink. You could use the goldy colour. Use metallic threads. You could even, like I say, glue this in and then use it as a faux.
I do like the thread though. I think it's lovely.
I do.
I do need to warn you. There are queues on the phones. If you don't want to sit on the phone, then don't hold it. If you don't want to sit on the queue, we have got the website available for you. It is hochanda.com. Obviously, we are answering the phones. I don't know what that nearly was. As quickly as we can. 01733602000. So thank you for your patience.
But like I say, you don't need to have a sewing machine with this, look, because all of this could be hand-stitched if you want.
And it's not too big a project for hand-stitching at all, is it?
It's a lovely little project to sit and do. And like I say, you could make these up in an hour. Because
that is incredible.
Yeah, because...
Imagine selling them if you're making them up in an hour.
Yeah. Well, I always think to myself, what else can you put in here? Could this be... This is a gift in itself.
Yeah.
But like I say, if you make your own jewellery or something, or maybe somebody's just getting into stitching themselves, you could fill this with, you could pop your scissors in there, the heat erasable pens will go in there, you can put the threads in there as well.
Could actually be a little sewing kit with that, couldn't it?
A little chatelaine.
A what?
That would be lovely. A chatelaine.
Well, I don't know what this is.
This French it's like a little sewing kit that the ladies used to have hanging from their belts.
Oh, how marvellous.
It used to be like a thimble, a pair of scissors, a needle case and scissors, lots of bits. And they called it a chatelaine.
Well, how posh.
Yeah.
Better than a tool belt.
They're actually quite... I would love to own a chatelaine. I really would.
You have to make yourself one, is it?
Well, they're usually silver. They're usually posh.
Oh. Chatelaine. So anyone watching out for one of them? So chatelaine, Lizzie wants one. Have we had a photo, did you say? A top tip?
Oh, a top tip. Oh, I love
Val,
a top tip.
We like
Thank
this.
you, Val.
So, Val says, so if you put the what, sorry, love? If you put the pens on the fabric and it disappears, because obviously it might with the heat, if you put it in the freezer, it reappears.
That's true.
That's true.
That's amazing. You'll have your chilly fabric.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll gone a bit stiff.
I mean, thank goodness for sub-zero temperatures, which fortunately we don't have here very often. But yes, that is a good tip. And thinking about that, you know, my mum is a textile artist, and once she spent a happy evening transferring designs with a heat erasable pen, and it was going to be, it was leaves, and she was making lots and lots of leaves for this project that she was doing. It was a wall hanging or something, and she realised her fabric was crinkled.
She didn't iron it.
Yeah.
So she'd done all the...
Yeah, all the transfer of the details.
Oh, man.
And then she thought, oh, it's a bit wrinkly, because you do, don't you? You don't think. So it just disappeared in a flash. So she texted me, I can't believe what I've just done, because of all these hours of work. But actually, we rescued her, so it's fine. We did that technique. So.
That is absolutely sickening, isn't it? Yeah. So there you go. You can stick them in the freezer if it disappears and you don't want it to.
Thank you, Val.
Thank you, Val. We like that tip. That's brilliant. Obviously, if you've got more tips and techniques, then do email them in. But it might have to be the next hour because we've only got 3 minutes, did you say?
Never
3
enough,
minutes,
is it?
you did indeed. Have we got photos? Are we not sure? Are we? I don't think we're able to show them.
Oh, maybe at 5.
Oh, maybe at 5. Anyway, thank you very much indeed, because we always love hearing from you. studio@hochanda.com if you want to email in. Obviously the one-day special, that's the main man of the show. You've got the beautiful fat quarters. You have got the templates. You've also got the hardware, which is now sold out on its own. And of course you've got full instructions how to make these. Because you get those templates, you will be able to make these over and over again. This is something that I just think is amazing, because it's a gift that keeps on giving.
It is.
All you need is to make sure you get extra your purse clasps. We have sold out of them for now, but honestly, we will get them back. And the thing is, once you've made a couple of these, you're going to get hooked. Because every time you get new fabric, you'll think, oh, that'll make a lovely purse. Every time you make a new bag.
Or a little bit of patchwork that you might have made.
Yeah. Every time you've got scraps, you're going to think, oh, I want one of these. Yeah. Honestly, it is going to be, you'll keep going to it, especially when you've mastered it and you know it's really quick.
Yes, exactly.
Because they don't look quick.
And another little tip, when you've done your stitching on the inside of the bag, and I've just done the half, because I go from the middle out. As soon as you've finished that, let me just do it like that so you can see. I always take my embroidery thread back through the holes, back on itself, rather than trying to fasten it off. That's a good way. It's a bit like, you know, when you do embroidery and you weave round the back of it.
Get it? Yes.
It's a bit like that, but you're going in and out of the hole. First of all, you're making that super strong. But also you're kind of finishing off your embroidery.
Super, so it looks beautiful.
Yes.
Brilliant. It is absolutely flying. If you would love your one-day special, everything you need to make some really nice finished pieces.
And the imagination. Really like, and I know everybody's going to come up with their own ways of doing these. Like the lady who messaged me about making her own felt and then making a purse. I was like, wow, yes.
There's so many options. And I love it because you don't need much fabric.
You don't.
You're just using a tiny little scrap of fabric.
It's a scrap buster. It really is.
It is. We've only got seconds left. Thank you ever so much for joining. Now remember, at 5 o'clock, it is your final call. So make sure you join us then, because our Lizzie will be giving you more hints and tips and obviously showing you more goodies that you can make. Thank you, Lizzie. I like this one-day special. It's gorgeous.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Really like it.
Nicely.
Stay tuned to Hochanda, but make sure you check your baskets out. Bye-bye. Okie dokie, we have got now. We've been talking about the beautiful, what's the material called? Tweed! So up next, you've then got your tonic drops and then aqua spectrum.
Hi, I'm Hayley from Craft Yourself Silly, and we're really excited to still be working with you guys here on Hochanda. We were there from the very, very beginning, and we're still bringing you lots of really exciting soft crafts. We design and manufacture all of our kits and all of our fabrics here in the UK, and we love bringing them to you. So if you're an experienced sewer or you're just starting out in soft crafts and sewing, join us. There's tips and fabrics for everybody. Make sure you don't miss our shows and come and craft yourself silly on Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Emma.
And I'm Pam.
And we're from Quilters Trading Post. We've been open since 2007, so we're coming up to 10 years now.
We started our business in Cambridge, really, with a long arm quilting machine. We decided we wanted to make a proper business of it, so we bought a shop in this area. We soon grew out of that because we became successful, and we bought a school, and now we're in the school.
We have 4 parts to our business. We have the quilting service, we run workshops, we sell patchwork and quilting threads, fabrics and notions, and we do patterns and books. That's our newest thing, and our favourite being our crafters carry-on.
We've really enjoyed being on Hochanda. It's made us famous, really. We've got lots of people who now come into the shop and tell us that they've seen us, and that they've enjoyed the demonstrations, and they've watched us over and over again.
Make sure you don't miss our shows here on Hochanda.
Hello there, hello and welcome back. Welcome back to a fabulous hour, which I'm really looking forward to, because Anthea, I always love it when you bring these incredible kits and your tweed.
Thank you.
This is amazing. You are going to love this, Anna. Anthea has been with us for a couple of is it 2 hours prior to this? 7 o'clock this morning?
Yes, so 7 and 10.
And then 2 o'clock. This is a bit of a bonus hour, isn't it?
I know.
We weren't expecting.
Well, it's all topsy-turvy, because originally I was doing 2, then I wasn't, now I am.
So I'm not sure what you might have tuned in for, but we've got Anthea and we've got Quilting Antics, and I have to say, if you weren't expecting to see this show, then you are in for a treat, because look at this. This is absolutely incredible. Now, got lots to share with you. We've got a couple of cushion kits that you might like the look of. We've also got patterns in this, and we've got some of the most incredible tweed bundles. Now, the tweed bundles were very popular earlier on, so much so that we've had to do a bit of scrabbling around and getting some more stock, which some of them are going to be on extended delivery, but I will fill you in on all the details a little bit later on. But needless to say, if you want to jump ahead on the website, by all means, please do so. I have to say, this is a beautiful design, though, Anthea.
Thank you very much.
And this is inspired by the river that runs by the front of your shop.
The River Ribble. It originates up near, just above Settle, and it comes past the shop. And these are all things that we see on the Ribble.
Oh, isn't that lovely? Imagine just looking out your window and seeing scenes like this. I have to say, it's beautiful. We're talking about applique with this.
Yep.
And all the elements that we've got here. So obviously you've got your gorgeous tall heron standing there, where you're going to applique in fab, and then of course all your rushes, your bulrushes sitting here. But of course, how do you get all these pieces together? Well, you've got your pattern, obviously, with all your pieces in there, and then the fabric. And this is most incredible fabric, and we're talking tweed.
I know. It's I'm really frightened that on camera it's not doing it justice for in the flesh, because it's subtle, and it's classy, isn't it?
Well, it is.
I'm quite proud of myself, really.
And so you should be, because the quality that you've got. And the thing with these kits, and this is why I love your kit so much, is because you bring us enough fabric to make the project. So I don't have to go out and buy, I don't know, even if it was 1/4 metre of that particular colour, even though I only need a piece that size, I've still got to buy a large piece if it's not in a kit.
That's the thing. And with the tweed, you would never, ever buy a piece that colour.
That's right.
In the right size.
Yeah.
You might get a scrap, but it wouldn't be that colour. It'd be, I don't know, somebody's grandma's old
skirt or mac.
Well, this is it. And you've got to source all the different elements. That's the key thing. Anthea has done the hunting for us. Not only she's done the hunting, she's bought incredible quality to boot as well. So you know that every single element is going to create the most incredible cushion. And this is a cushion that, if we look after, is going to be with us for many years to come.
Oh, it
could be an heirloom.
It'll absolutely outlive us, will this? If you make it properly, follow the instructions.
and that's the key thing. Now, if you're wanting to get hold of this particular kit, we've got the details up on your screen. All you need to add in, obviously, is your cushion pad, but the fabrics are there ready for you to get started with, and the most incredible, I can't begin to tell you how incredibly luxurious this tweed is. If you're a sewer, you don't even need to be a sewer, to be honest. You know that tweed is one of those luxury fabrics, absolutely beautiful, and so long-lasting as well. 033 995 if you're wanting to go for the Ribble Stalker, as you can see there, £44.99. But of course, it's nice to have your cushion in pairs, so we can help you with a second design to work alongside it. And this is brilliant. As we walk along here, again, the kit has got everything that you need in here, so you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about your pattern. It's all there ready to go.
All there, and they match.
They do.
I've used the same tweeds on each one, so they're going to look great together as a pair. And in the pattern, you've got the birds one way and then the other way. So if you want them on a certain chair, looking a certain way, easy peasy, it's all there done for you.
See, at the moment, I'm into my kind of winged fireside chairs, and I could imagine these looking absolutely incredible.
In your country mansion?
Oh, yes, of course. In the West Wing. In my dreams. But no, I could get that look quite affordably, though, when I've actually got kits like this. And you've probably noticed as well, we have actually got flexi-buy on these too as well. Again, this one is 18 inches square. Again, your cushion pad, you just need to invest in this one. We've got a mixture of different fabrics in this one, though, for our applique as well.
Well, it's the kingfisher, so you've got all the fabrics that would make a kingfisher, and then there's the willow leaves at the side. I wanted it to look, you know, like the willow leaves are just trailing in the water a little bit.
And the colouring and the prints that you've got from those fabrics, absolutely spot on for that realism.
Thank you. And then I've used the metallic thread to really... Yeah! If you Google kingfisher pictures and you look, they've got a lot of spots on. Yes. Which you don't realise. Yeah. So I hope that the thread, whoops, would just... you know, give that
emulate that,
yeah.
Do like that
and put a little bit of bling in there too.
I love it. A little bit of sparkle, can't go far wrong, can you? 967970 being your item number if you're wanting to get hold of this particular kit. It is a brilliant kit, I have to say, and it's got everything that you need in there to create such a gorgeous cushion, as you can see. So the scene has been set, you can see the waters are there. Kingfisher perhaps just waiting to catch his lunch, but of course the key thing is you've got everything you need, even down to the little tiny piece of black there for his beak or her beak. 967.
Is it he? And I'll tell you how.
Oh, okay.
Because the first one I did, I inadvertently did a she, and the female is orange underneath the beak.
Really?
Yeah. Which I didn't know until after I'd named it King, and it should have been Queen.
See, we educate here at Hochanda. Well, I didn't know that.
No, I didn't at first either. I do now.
So it would be called a queenfisher?
Well, you'd think so, wouldn't you?
I don't know. Now, if you're wanting to get hold of this kit, 967970 being your item number, £22.50 if you want to spread that cost over 2 payments. And of course, post and packing is attached to your first payment. Unless you're a Freedom member, then you don't need to worry. Now, if you fancy extending those designs that we've been talking about with the kits, then why not look at this pattern collection, because you'll recognise a couple of those patterns featuring in this bundle, along with a new one, which I love the name of this one, Utterly Fabulous.
Do you know, no one's ever picked up on that until today, and then everyone's picked up on it.
I love it. Now, we have got a cushion that's been made up with that pattern, just showing you. I mean, it's beautiful. Again, tweed is such a beautiful fabric. We've not got this one available as a kit form, but the pattern, and of course, we have got tweed bundles, so if you do want to go for some of those bundles, you could create something like this. But I will warn you, we are approaching half the stock of the patterns, and your patterns are always very popular, aren't they, Anthea?
They certainly are, yeah. They keep us busy.
You're going to get all 3 of these, so you can be able to make your Ribble Stalker cushion, your King of the Ribble, and Utterly Fabulous. But of course, you're not going to be able to have your fabrics in with this one, because it is just a bundle of the patterns. Now I'm going to turn this one round for you. Good, look at this. I love those buttons.
They're so easy to do. Self-covered buttons. If you've never done them, there's just no...
That's where that multi-packer tweed would come in brilliantly, isn't it? Because you could be creating loads of these, maybe to go on things that you've already got around your home.
I've just had a thought. You could embroider little motifs on and just do a button as a thing on its own, couldn't you?
Oh gosh, yeah.
Oh, I'll have to bring some buttons next time.
Oh, there you go. Oh, we've got those,
note to self.
Those sewing seeds have been planted, so who knows what we're going to be getting next time Anthony's here. But we do know what we've got in this show. We've got a fabulous set of 3 patterns that you can take advantage of. Incredible price on these, £15 and 49 pence. 126222 being your item number. Now, of course, the website is a place to shop because you will be able to find all those wonderful tweeds that we've been chatting about. You'll also be able to add in the cushions, the cushion patterns if you're wanting to go for those. We have got a variety of different threads available on there too as well. Pop them all into your basket and make sure you check out in a timely fashion to ensure that you are going to get exactly what you're after and you're not going to lose out on anything. Because don't forget, some of the tweeds that we're going to be showing you next, we did sell out on earlier on. These are gorgeous. I absolutely love these. Now, the landscape one, which the landscape came along with a pattern as well, which was, I think it was this one, wasn't it, with the pheasant. Look at this. Now, obviously, this is for inspiration, just to give you an idea of that design. And this is featuring, I love this, pleasant pheasant. It's a bit of a tongue twister, that one, Anthea, isn't it?
You couldn't say that on an evening after a certain hour.
I'm glad I'm saying that at 2 o'clock and not when I'm about to clock off shift, because it could come out completely differently. These are beautiful. Now, you're getting 10-inch squares in each one of these bundles. The quality that we've got with these are beautiful. Anthea, you really have hit the nail on the head with regards to the quality with these.
I said earlier, and I'll say it again, where the cushions, it's a furnishing weight tweed, this is apparel weight, which is a posh word for clothing. So it's a lighter weight.
Right.
It's if I use the word floppy, but I don't want that to be disrespectful.
Okay.
So it's floppier.
It's got movement.
Thank you. What a wonderful... yeah, what she said.
This is beautiful. Now, very popular this morning, very popular again. Of the restocked extended delivery stock, already 10% has gone. We haven't got huge quantities of these available, but if you do want to get hold of them, you've got that gorgeous blue in here. The quality of these is incredible, I have to say, and you're not going to be disappointed with these. And at £17.99 for tweed, amazing. This is the pattern that you're going to get with this one as well. And of course, you could use that as inspiration if you're wanting to, or perhaps go it alone with your own design. It's entirely up to you. I've got a little tick growing.
That
not a tick, a tickle.
A lady did that a Christmas present for a daughter in purples, and I was actually thinking, I might do that. I might bring it to you in purple.
Ooh.
It looked sensational. And
Well,
I
that's
just
a good
thought,
point.
Some of the purples in the urban would be fab.
Would indeed.
She really stylised it and it looked great.
Now, incidentally, if you've gone for any of these fabrics previously, or any of Anthea's kits, because she's got loads of wonderful things, send us your picture. You know how to get in touch. studio@hochanda.com. Now, this is another wonderful bundle. This time we're talking dancing square. Square dance being a very traditional style of quilting.
Yeah, and this one has got its name because it's a simple bag made from squares.
Yes.
There's nothing taxing in there.
Okay.
It's basically you make a panel with the squares and then you fold it in half and that is your bag formed.
And this is beautiful. 3/4 of the stock have gone of this. Absolutely incredible colours.
That was Leonie's favourite.
Yeah, I can imagine. These are definitely Leonie colours. That is a Leonie colour, that green there.
Yeah.
She would absolutely adore that. And that gorgeous, almost like a burnt orange that we've got there. And that
it's a real
gorgeous
pumpkin, isn't it?
Beautiful. With these, obviously we've got lots of applique featuring with your patterns. Tweed's a perfect medium to use for applique?
Perfect. We've done loads of applique with it. The method that we choose is dependent on whatever your project is going to be used for. So if you're going to put it on a wall, it doesn't have to be as, let's say, bomb-proof as something that's going to be used every day like a bag. So whatever stitch you do, a method you use, you know, will vary, and there's loads of possibilities.
There we go. Now, if you fancy getting hold of this one and adding a little bit of a brightness into your project, you can see there 791388 being your item number. Next one that we've got is urban, and this is gorgeous. Let me bring this one in. This one is now limited stock. I mean, look at this. Let me just show you. This is what we're talking about with the fluidity, because sometimes with tweed, it is that dense that it almost stands up by itself, but not with this. And that's why Xanthia was saying you've not lost the quality of the fabric, but you've got the fluidity there. So if you are wanting to use it with fabrics that you're using on garments, then you can do. Autumn in Bowland. Where's Bowland?
Bowland is, well, if you're local, drop the W and it's Bowland.
Oh, right, okay.
But you're allowed to say Bowland.
Oh, well,
you
yes,
don't need
yes.
it. The Forest of Bowland is kind of the top part of Lancashire, just before you get into Yorkshire, straddling over into Yorkshire a bit. I'm unclear where the original historic boundaries are, but I would think kind of Sladeburn around that neck of the woods.
I love it. Another brilliant design. If you turn that round, you can see all those pieces coming together, and it really is a lovely pattern that is going to come alongside your fabrics. And of course, Tracy, you work very closely with Tracy with these designs of the patterns.
Yeah, Tracy designed that one, and it's inspired by... Tracy lives in Bowland, and it's inspired by all the colours that she sees in the countryside. So the stone walls, the heathers, the fields, you know, she's got a really good eye.
Sounds like a beautiful place to live.
It is.
Now, if you fancy getting hold of this, you're going to be in very good company. Urban is this particular collection. Again, you're going to get all of those squares, and they're 10-inch squares. Now, technically, is it sold out? Technically it's sold out, so thank you to everybody. I don't know if we can get more stock of that one. We'll keep you updated. We'll let you know. Now, the only one that we've not shown you is this particular one. These are your pastels. And these are kind of dusky pastels with these. I like the colour of these ones as well.
Yeah, they're sweet and they're a little girly, but they're not at the same time. They're smart. Yeah.
Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. Now, with these, I will let you know that they are limited stock as well, so if you have got your heart set on these, you are going to need to be quick. I love the kind of marl effect that you get with tweed as well.
Yeah, well, what happens is that you've got the warp and the weft. So the warp is on the loom from top to bottom.
Okay.
The weft goes from the left to the right.
Weft to the left.
So if they put a different colour on each, then you get more than one colour in the fabric. Very clever.
And again, these pieces, brilliant sized pieces, because as we said, £17.99, so affordable. And just think of those large buttons that we saw, the covered buttons. You could be adding those to projects, just using a small piece of this as an accent on cushions and all sorts of different things. And then, of course, you're going to get your pattern included with featuring those boys in blue. Now, the urban that we're looking at here, we have got stock available now on extended delivery. Not an awful lot, so if you have missed out on that one, you have got your heart set on it, you're going to have to be quick with that one. And we're talking, was it the 22nd with the delivery on that one? So it's not much longer to wait for it, so definitely worth getting hold of that. Landscape, which is where we started, approaching half of the restock stock has gone. So I think we could well lose that one before the end of the hour. And of course, everything has been proven to be incredibly popular. £17.99 will get you your 5 square pieces, 10 inches square. And as you can see there, Yorkshire wool tweed with a bonus pattern. Absolutely brilliant value for money. 791-388. Now, demo aero. That's where we're going to head over to see what Anthea's up to next.
Well, I was going to say, I'm thrilled. I've never brought fabric like this before. And part of that is that I ran out of time to get new projects up.
That's
right, what can we do instead? So I'm delighted that you like it at home, and you know, if you really do like it, I'll keep bringing more.
Oh, please do, because tweed's so tricky to get hold of. I've got nowhere locally.
So let me know, because you know, what colours do you want, what styles do you want, and I'll try and oblige. So you know, send in that information, get it fed across.
And if you fancy doing it during this hour, studio@hochanda.com.
Yeah, please do.
You're working with lots of pieces over there. What are you up to?
We didn't have a project in mind for any of these pieces, but I wanted to show you at home just what you could do, give you some ideas and things. So if you look down here...
Oh, is this what you were up to earlier?
We were playing.
Okay, so should we look at first? This
Leonie
piece?
fancied a skirt. And then Derek rang in and said he fancied a waistcoat.
Okay.
I don't know who Derek was, but Derek wants a waistcoat. So we had a little guesstimate of how much he'd need to get his waistcoat.
That's a good idea.
And that's the beginning of Leonie's skirt.
I love that. I love the quirky pocket, because that's Leonie.
Yes.
A little quirky pocket.
But before we came on air, you were talking about fraying the edges.
Yeah.
And I've put one piece there because we actually had a go. So if you use that pin, you should be able to... There you go.
Because this is something, you think to yourself, oh, it's easy to fray something, but it's not necessarily. It's down to the weave of the fabric, isn't it? I'm going to pop my glasses on.
The apparel weight does fray easier with the pin than the furnishing weight.
OK.
But what you find is, with your seams, if you don't want your seams to split, and you don't reinforce them, they will, but when you want the edges to fray, you think, oh my God, why can't you fray as easily as, as a seam would? But it pulls out quite easily.
Yeah.
So by pulling out either the warp or the weft, whichever side you're working on, you're left with the opposite thread that gives you that tasseled edge.
And I love that. And I love that. As part of an applique as well. See, I would take that and say, perhaps if you're working with, I mean, it looks fabulous, as you can see there on the green there, but even on something like quite contrast going in with that orange, that pumpkin orange, having that rough edge, like a rough-edged applique, you are going to get some wonderful results with this.
Well, the other piece that's folded up here, that was like literally 2 minutes with the landscape pack.
Wow, look at this.
And that is me. There's no plan to that. I just made some wiggly lines and whacked it on some wadding and calico.
I love that.
So your frayed edge, you could add to that.
Oh,
and
gosh,
you've got hedgerows, you've got whatever.
Oh, my goodness.
Because I think that I could sit all evening hand stitching on that.
Yes.
I think I could do like
this
some
is
camphor
textile
quilting,
art, isn't it? This is what it's all about.
whack some French knots in there.
Yeah.
Just little spirals and anything. You know, if you put a white spiral and 4 little straight stitches off, you'd have a sheep.
Exactly. It is as simple as that.
You're not trying to be precise with nature. You are just playing.
I love it.
And you would end up with something that you really liked.
And don't forget, the fabrics used in this particular one have come from that landscape bundle. 60% of the restock stock has sold out now. So if you wanted to get hold of this, you're going to have to be quick with this one. We've not got huge quantities. And incidentally, if you do decide to go for multiples, it's no additional postal packing because they're all on the same item number. The pastel ones, we've just lost those. Those ones are now sold out. But the others available, some of which are on extended delivery. I think they pretty much are all on extended delivery now, aren't they? The ones that are coming in. Except for brights. We're still okay with those brights. Which ones are these?
I think
no,
it's
that
only
one,
just though, isn't it?
Only just, It's literally hanging on by a tweed thread. So, Anthea, let's see what you've got creative with.
We had a play with landscape, we had a play with brights. I thought we'd have a play with pastels.
Oh, lovely.
So all I've done is the 10-inch square lends itself to a 2.5-inch strip. So I've cut the whole squares, well, the set of squares, laid them up, cut them into strips, and then I've been joining them together. And I've done this before when I brought a throw quite a while ago. And if you join several strips together, make a row of strips and join the end together, you end up with a tube.
Oh,
So then off your tube you can cut rings.
Oh, I see.
So all I've been doing is keep opening the glasses on. Keep opening the rings out in a different place, and you can either get an entirely random effect, or you could go for something that's a little more organised. Just cut a seam off. Don't pick it. Just cut it, and then join it on.
Good news for you. The pastels, we've got a small amount of those available on extended. We've made some phone calls and we've got those back for you. Not many. And that's the one that Anthea is working with at the moment. So if you thought to yourself, oh darn it, I missed them, if you're quick, you'll be okay. So landscape 80% now, only a few minutes ago 60. Urban 20% of the stock of that one as well. And this is, we're talking the extended delivery now because the only one that we've got that's not on the extended delivery at the moment is the brights. But to be honest, it's not far behind all the others as well. So yeah.
Can I pinch your picky frame pin off you, please?
Oh, where's it gone? It was there a second ago. There you go, my dear.
Oh, thank you. I'll just go in this end here.
Wonderful.
So when I've put this on, this is 1/4 of a bundle.
Okay.
So it would just give you an idea of.
And I love this idea. So the elements that we've got here, I mean, you could literally take 4 of those squares, piece them together, and you've got the side of a cushion, haven't you, if you wanted to?
And the bit here that I'm doing, I had the idea, and I started this 12 minutes before we went on air.
Really?
So that's how quick it is. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm going like the clappers, but there's 12 minutes work here.
Wow, that's good.
So, you know, if you want a quick project.
And this is the kind of style that I love. Now, we were having a chat when we were doing our prep before the show, and you were saying if anybody decides to go for multiples of any of these bundles, so say if you did decide to go for 2 of the brights or 2 of the pastels, you're going to make sure that they get 2 different patterns.
Yeah, because you don't want 2 the same. And I don't want you to send it back either if you're not happy. So so what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap it out so that you get, you know, just one.
So it's like a lucky dip.
Yeah.
So you know you'll get the pattern that's assigned to that bundle, but then you'll also get a second one. Yeah. Second one being a lucky dip, so we can't tell you exactly.
Look at the orders. So if people have ordered a few things off a few different people here, you can see a theme and I think, oh yeah, I know what'll fit in there.
Oh, that's nice.
And do a swap. So I try and do
having a personal shopper.
Yeah, so that's a quarter of the bundle.
Oh, look
and
at that.
there's what, roughly 12 minutes work there.
That's brilliant.
So, you know, when you do the rest of them, I've gone heavy on the orange there, but as you go through, you would, you know, be heavy on other colours.
And if you wanted to do the flip side of that, could you actually kind of fray the selvages that you've got there, where you've got your seam allowance, should I say, not your
just give them a snip, wouldn't you?
That's it, snipping them, give them a different look.
Yeah. Now, I probably would, because I'm just messing around, I haven't reinforced any of the seams.
Okay.
And I probably would stabilise, you know, in some way, whether that be mounting it on a wadding and quilting through the layers, or, so we've got...
Oh, that's
you
nice.
know, so will it open out? And it looks a bit better when it's opened out, doesn't it?
Oh, I like that.
But you see, this effect, if you rough it up, that's going to get better.
Yes, as the more worn it becomes, isn't it?
That its worst day is going to be its first day.
Yes.
You know, in 6 weeks' time, if it's been loved and, you know, chucked about, it'll look great. I'm just trying to.
Now, is there anything we need to know about sewing with tweed? Because I must admit, it's not a fabric I'm familiar with, usually because it's way out of my price bracket, to be honest, the affordability.
The only thing I do differently with tweed compared to cotton is I reinforce the seams, and I'll show you on this one that we were working on earlier on.
Okay.
Pull the pins out. And so I sew my seam, and then can you see there, I've over sewed the seam.
Oh, I see,
so
right.
I use a zigzag, a blanket stitch, or an overlock type stitch. I don't have an overlocking machine, deliberately, because I don't want people to say, well, I can't do that because I haven't got that.
Most stitch machines have got an overcast stitch, which is the one that we tend to use rather than overlocker.
Anything that's of that style, you know, it goes around. If you think about a blanket stitch, it was designed to stop blankets fraying. It's the ideal stitch for this job. So anything, you know, I just bind the edge. Because when tweed frays, it's a long length that comes up like that. So basically we're couching it in as few places as we can get away with, and that will keep it stable.
I've got a bit of an update for you. Very quickly, I need to tell you about that landscape bundle. Of course, the landscape bundle is the one that Anthea was just showing us, that fabulous scene, and you've got all those different elements that she was working on, building the hills, building the trees, building that landscape, and actually named the landscape bundle, as you can see here, with that pleasant pheasant pattern in there. This one is now limited stock of the extended delivery. We've restocked, but yeah, that is now limited stock as well. You're loving these. £17.99. Be quick if you're wanting to get hold of this one, because I think this is another one that we're going to lose. 791388.
Right.
That's brilliant. So that could then be pieced together, whatever size you want. Could be a throw, it could be a cushion.
Yeah, I don't think this is going to be big enough to be a throw on its own. You'd need more than one bundle.
Oh, yes, naturally, yes.
But you'd get a little cushion out there quite easily. You know, your little granddaughter, she'd love it, wouldn't she?
And these are the kind of what I call feature cut cushions as well. They're not actually ones that you're going to sit on, because they're just looking nice.
Would look fantastic with one of those crocheted granny square blankets,
wouldn't it?
It'd look sensational. Yeah. So
nice idea. And I looked at this and instantly, I don't know why I got this vision in my head of a bag being made from these as well, almost made like a satchel style bag.
Well, it's funny you should say that, because I've got these here. We haven't used the Urban. Have we still got Urban in stock?
We have, yeah, we're okay at the
moment. Let's have a little diddle with Urban.
Oh, okay then.
So what do you suggest we do? Come on, let's have some
Well,
ideas.
you see, with these, again, I do like the idea of actually piecing your fabrics together, as you've mentioned there. But these, I would team these up with something like this one here. I think would work brilliantly with denim or corduroy or something like that. Use it as a bag flap, perhaps.
Oh, do you know what? I was looking at some corduroy a few weeks ago because I've got this little idea up here.
Oh, you've got an idea of brewing.
For mixing some of this with some cord, yeah. I was thinking of mustard colour.
Yeah, the tweed and the corduroy, definitely.
And denim, old jeans. Cut your old
and
jeans
it could
up.
be things that you've got already. So maybe you have got a little, I don't know, little A-line corduroy skirt, and you want to put some little patch pockets on it. These would be absolutely perfect to work with those.
Or use your old jeans, cut some squares out of your jeans to extend this, make it go further with that other fabric. So what style shall we go for?
Oh, I don't know. You put me on the spot now. Oh, I love the very deep plum that you've got.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Because it's difficult to pick it up on the screen, but you've almost got that plum colour with a very deep blue running through there.
There is. I'm just wondering if I fray a little piece on the edge. So we've got a plum, it's kind of an aubergine colour going down that way. That. So then on the other edge, let's see.
I'd be keeping that as well. I'd be using those little pieces that you've pulled away for things like tags and things, wrapping around cards and things like that, because the colours that you've got here are incredible. Just going to give you a little bit of heads up as well, you know, the Emma landscape bundle we were talking about. It's sold out. It's gone now.
So the extra's gone.
That's one. Yeah, the landscape's gone. Urban. That's the one that we're looking at the moment. 70% of the stock has gone of that one, so we're going to lose that one, I think, before much longer as well. We're around half way through the hour, so with regards to stocks, who knows which way it's going to go with these. But the Urban, again, you have been loving this one for a second time. Standard delivery we're talking about with these, and of course this is the one that Anthea's got at the moment with that blue and that plum in there, and of course the lighter marl, kind of marl blue with that one.
Yeah,
I'm showing the different colours there.
Threads. I think that's a purple and a blue thread woven together.
See, I don't know whether we can get in that close. So of course you've got your running from your left to your right is your weft, and your weave coming in the other direction. But look at that. Can you see there? You can just about, oh, there you go. You can see that almost like a deep mottled effect there. You've got that deep colour running right through. That is nice. Absolutely beautiful.
It's a definite aubergine shade, isn't it?
Yeah. And with regards to things like your applique, obviously you can cut it with your scissors. So I'm guessing if people have got things like their steel rule dies from Sizzix, they always advise as long as you've got a good pair of scissors and you can cut something. So this would work with those. So you could be appliquing all sorts of things with these.
I think I might be tempted to put some Bondo web on the back.
Yeah, just to support it. Yeah.
And I've found with tweed, a steam iron works better than a dry iron.
Oh, right.
A dry iron, it doesn't stick that well, and it can peel off quite easily. Yeah. Whereas a steam iron, that's it. It is not going to shift. Yeah. And we're conditioned against a steam iron, aren't we?
Well, this is quite often with quilting. You don't want that, do you? You don't want the steam involved. But with
I found with this, so what I do is I tend to hover it over the fabric to warm the fabric before I then put it down.
Right.
So you're not touching it for long because it's already warmed through. Yeah. And I suppose well, it's not Bondo web, it's fuser web. I suppose it's gone a bit gummy by the point that you're touching. Yeah. And it really works. So I picked up that tip from a lady called Sheila.
Urban is now limited. I was about to say, should we do something with this? But because it's limited stock, it might be more tempting. Should we have a look at Brights? Because I think with the Brights, have you got a Brights that you can work with?
Well, we've got the one that Leonie was having the skirt.
Oh, is that under here?
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking to myself, the colours that we've got in here, you could have fun with these. Because I'm thinking this is kind of like a geometric design I've got going on in my head here. I'm thinking you've almost got your terracotta plant pot.
Yeah.
You've got your stalk and perhaps your leaves, and then you've got your flower with a gorgeous centre.
Yeah.
Blue centre there, or you could perhaps put a covered button as the centre, and then have that sitting on a cushion if you wanted to.
Shall we be naughty and cut up the main demo sample?
Do you think? Oh, I don't know.
Are we allowed?
I don't know. Are we allowed? Or should we use this one?
Well, if we don't ask the cats,
can we do it from this one? Yeah, because we might need that one. So
go on then.
We'll do this one.
We'll do this one here, right?
Well, no, I mean it's entirely up to you.
Right, let's have a look. What's Leonie going to say when we put her skirt on?
I can't tell.
Don't look, Leonie. Don't look.
Look away. She's busy at the moment. She's somewhere else. But again, sharp pair of scissors, very easy for you to cut.
Yep, on the edge of a table.
Shall I move your machine down a little bit? Would that help?
I'm thinking, rather than that, the whole mat will spin that way.
Oh, I see. Oh, that's clever.
Ah, you see, up here for thinking. Down there for dancing.
I love it. And this is the beauty, because when you've got the colours and the quality of the fabric that we're working with here, you really can go to town. As you can see, with or without a pattern, all you need is a little bit of creativity. And these packs, £17.99, to have all of those elements for you to literally create just on the hoof, as you can see.
Do you know what I thought?
What's that?
Because tweed doesn't have a right side and a wrong side, I can have a little lip on the top of my plant pot.
Oh, that's a nice idea.
Yeah. So then just cut those bits off there. Quite Blue Peter, isn't it?
I love it. Look at that, instantly a little plant pot's been created. And again, this could be a recycled, you're making a cushion out of recycled corduroy. Maybe you've got a jacket or some jeans that you're wanting to add a little bit of detail. There you go, a little straight edge there, just literally from the selvage to create a stalk. You could have several of those coming out of that pot. And of course, because in the brights you've got that gorgeous, vibrant pink that you can see here, quickly and easy you could be creating a little daisy-style flower. And of course, the gorgeous blues there as well. You could have blue flowers with pink centres, pink flowers with blue centres. You could mix it up. You become the designer, and that's the key.
I've lost my curved scissors that have been great for this. Oh, right. I've got some fab curved scissors which are on the website.
Oh, I see,
and they're fabulous. For cutting round corners, yeah, they're only little ones. 22 gold carat plated, if you please.
Oh,
too.
don't you know?
Yes. I was on with Dave, and Dave's telling everybody at home about the scissors, and he's going, 22 carat gold plated scissors. I thought he was being flippant. I thought he was teasing you all at home. I'm thinking, Dave, you can't say that to people. And then I read the packet and it went 22 carat gold plated. I thought, oh, I never even noticed.
I love it. Urban, do you remember Urban that we were chatting about? That is this one here. It's gone. It has sold out, so sorry. That's the second one. We're only left with the two now. So we have got your pastels and we've got your fabulous brights that we're working with at the moment. I'm going to move these ones out of the way so as we don't get distracted by what we can't have, because that's very frustrating. But of course, these two definitely worth going for. And I kind of like these two working together because you've got your pink, your bright pink. So if you're wanting to do your shading, look at these two together. These are work, aren't they? So if you've got something, maybe you're following a theme of a colour within a room, so you're wanting shades of pink, then why not go for one each of those? You've got your shades of blue, again working with this one as well. That pink, that lovely bright pink there with almost like that heather purple featuring there as well. Definitely worth thinking about going for both of those together because they do work really well together.
That's the same pink I used for the foxgloves a few months ago.
See,
yeah.
right.
It was a furnishing weight fabric I used for the foxgloves, but that would work just as well.
Yeah.
And the foxglove kit was
just see.
Yeah, the foxglove kit was 70 quid. So you could use this.
I'm going to bring this in.
Obviously you're on your own with the how you organise everything, but you could do your own
Right, I'm
version.
going to do a quick bit of creativity before we go and have a look at everything. So I'm taking the pastels here, I'm just folding that over to give the illusion perhaps of a landscape. And then Anthea, bless her, she's cut out all of those applique pieces. So you can see they've got your plant pots.
Top-notch plant pots.
You've got that,
really
is, I like that
do you know
one.
What? A bit of twin needling on that to give it some
yeah. Let's bring that stalk down a little bit. How quickly was that put together? And then let's just quickly pop that in there. You've got your fabulous little, and you could, I'd be doing a hand applique like a blanket stitch on this as well. Look at that.
When I put 4 squares together, that's what I did here.
I love that.
And the idea was a cushion.
Yes.
Because you've got a wacky cushion there.
Yes, brilliant,
well,
yeah.
You had a wacky cushion.
Until you dropped into it. Sorry.
But how about, on point, put it back on the wacky cushion.
There you go, let's pass it back to you.
Will it go? Yeah, my turn.
I think it'd go for that. There you go.
Yeah.
Just shows you how quickly and easy, when you've got the quality products that you're working with, that you're going to get the results. And look at that. Isn't that good fun? I love it. And again, it could be the leftovers from another project. It could be the main project that you're working on, but what a wonderful idea. I love it. At 791388. And don't forget, check out your Sizzix dies. If you have got any of those mixed media dies, they're thicker, deeper dish dies, they're going to be perfect for cutting these out. Jump onto the website. That's the place to go to find. Don't forget, we've had lots of sellouts during this hour, so yeah, apologies for that. If you've missed out on something that you would have liked to get your hands on, then the key thing is, in shows like this, you need to be quick about it. We have been busy. We've got additional threads, as you can see there. I'm going to give you a little bit of a review before we head back over and join Anthea in a moment. So if there's anything that you popped in your baskets and you've been waiting for me to break away from Anthea in the demonstrations, now is your cue. Now is the time to be checking out those baskets and to make sure that you are getting hold of everything that you want. We've only got about 20 minutes left within the hour, so it's not long left. So you need to be checking out your baskets. And of course, this is the last show that Anthea is going to be with us for today. She's going to be back, don't you worry. And she's got lots of different ideas of things that she's going to bring in the future. Now look at this. Anthea brings us the most incredible designs, and she brings to us everything that we need within a kit, and that's the beauty, especially if you fancy trying something a little bit different. Perhaps you haven't got the time, or for me that is the key thing, the time of being able to create something that's absolutely beautiful with all the elements that you need, because within here you can see you've got lots of different fabrics featuring, but they're the right fabrics for the character featuring. We're talking about the Ribble Stalker here, so it's a heron sitting at the side, well, not sitting, standing should I say, by the side of the River Ribble that runs outside of Anthea's shop. But of course the fabrics, to use all those different fabrics would take a lot of time and a lot of resourcing for you, but Anthea's done it for us. You can see here even the tiniest pieces that you need, she's included in here to save you having to go out and source. Perhaps, even if it's 10 centimetres of a run of a fabric, it's all additional cost. But in here, for £44.99, you've got everything that you need. Everything that you need, bar the cushion padding, because of course that's quite personal as to what style you want with regards to this. But look at the design. You're going to learn so many different techniques with these. The fabrics themselves are pieced, so if you are wanting to learn how to piece your fabrics, then you can see you're going to learn how to do that, and also to piece in that water at the bottom. A little bit of a plique as well, so you can see straight edge is here. A little bit of hand embroidery as well, just finishing off, so you're going to learn lots of skills that are easily transferable onto other projects that you're working with, and working with different styles of fabric as well, not just the incredible tweed that Anthea brings to us, but lots of other fabrics and how they behave together. Furniture grade tweed we're talking of here, so you know the quality and the durability within this cushion is going to last many years. Beautiful. 033 and 995 if you fancy getting hold of that. Spread the cost over 2 payments if you so choose, £22.50. Now there is another cushion that you can go for alongside our wonderful heron, and that's our lovely Kingfisher, as you can see here. Again, Anthea's saw some brilliant fabrics. Again, you can see that piecing using exactly the same fabrics as we saw with the other set that we've just been looking at. But then she sourced other colours with regard to the Kingfisher. She's looked at images, she's made sure that you've got the right fabrics to suit this character, and she's actually used a little bit of metallic thread here just to add that little bit of glistening and sheen within those feathers, and you could do that the same too if you wanted to. 967 and 970, again it's going to get you everything bar the cushion padding for you to create these. You've got the pattern, which of course you can use over and over again, but the first time you use this you'll be using with this fabulous array of fabrics, or hand-picked by Anthea to ensure you're getting the quality with regards to this. £44.99 to get hold of these, or spread the cost. 2 payments again of £22.50, and you might be going for both of those cushions at the same time, or keep a note of that item number. We don't always have these cushion kits in stock, so if you're thinking to yourself, well, I'm going to go for the first one and then I'm going to go for the Kingfisher in a month or two's time, my suggestion would be to get hold of them both on FlexiBuy. That way you've got both of the kits. You can take your time, but at least you know that you've got the series of the 2 cushions and you're not going to lose out. Another way that you can get hold of the patterns if you want to use your own fabrics are by going for this bundle. Now this bundle's got 3 patterns in there featuring your Ribble Stalker and King of the Ribble, but also Utterly Fabulous. Now Utterly Fabulous featuring one of the friendliest little characters. I love to watch otters, absolutely incredible, they're so playful. This one you can see he's diving for his lunch there. What a lovely design. Now, if you fancy going for these patterns, all 3 of them are going to come to you for £15.49. There's no fabric included with these, so you need to source your own. Perhaps you'll be going for some of those bundles that Anthea's bought for us, because you could certainly use some of those. Now, 126222 is your item number if you're wanting to go for those. We've got the details at the bottom of the screen for those bundles. In fact, the website's probably the best place to go, to be honest, because you'll be able to see images there helping you make your decisions, but make your decisions quickly. Anthea Andy's had some really busy shows with us here, and so you definitely need to be placing your orders for these as quick as you possibly can. Don't forget, we've lost 2 of the options with regards to those bundles, and we restocked and we sold the restock stock, so very, very busy. And as you can see there, if you're wanting to go for any things like your scissors that you've got there as well, you can add those into your basket as well. Now, Anthea, what are we up to?
Scissors.
Oh, those are them. Oh, they're nice.
They're great, yeah.
I like those.
That's what they are.
Very elegant.
Right, earlier on, I don't know if you were watching.
Pop this down if you don't mind, because I can't see it.
It won't go all the way down because I've got some
that's
there.
fine.
Yeah. So earlier on, we were doing a plique, and I did it in a different way to how I've done it with you before. So what I did was, on my Fuser web, I traced off this bird here.
Wonderful.
Yep, all my different pieces. And then I assemble the pieces, sorry, here's one I've prepared earlier, over the other bird, and then if you just iron it down on there, you see this applique mat.
Yes, brilliant
doesn't
idea.
ruin anything underneath. Now I'm hopefully going to bring you some applique mats soon, because I'm going to use this technique again. But I couldn't get them at a price that I felt that the viewers deserved.
Oh, that's
so
good.
I'm still trying to source something at a decent price. Yeah.
She's working on our behalf, aren't there?
I am indeed, yeah. So you see, when you've done that, you've then got an applique that you can pick up and you can move around. So that's way easier than assembling it on your tweed and risking spoiling your tweed.
That's a good point, yeah.
Because if you assembled it badly on your tweed, well, you'd be distraught, wouldn't you?
Of course you would,
But this, you see, now, you've got a bird that you can move around. Now, I'm not going to start and do a whole new cushion because we haven't got time.
We haven't, no,
it's a bit daft to do that. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to just simply iron it onto here. So remember I said just to hover it over for a second.
Okay.
Now, we've got the 3 pieces at the top. If you think about it, don't put your bird where the most fabric is over the seam.
Okay, yeah.
So if you look at mine and the heron as well, they've only got a beak.
So the little tiny
that's
pieces.
Over the seam.
That makes
way.
sense. And that's quite straight edge, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice and easy.
So, and then if you... I'll pull this round. No, I'll leave it there a second.
Sure.
Right. Stitching my kingfisher down, I thought, look at that beautiful kingfisher blue. Well, it looks pants.
Okay.
I
love your honesty.
I know, yeah. So I actually used that green.
Yes, I can see what you mean.
That really gives it. You know, and what I like to do is study the wildlife.
Yes.
Really study it. Not just go, oh, that's a kingfisher. But actually, and I use photographs online.
Yes.
I don't, you know, I'm not seeing kingfishers close up every day. But really have a look in and see what it is that makes the bird special for you. And to me, it's as it flies past you and you get that glint.
Yes.
And then it's gone and you think, oh, have I just seen a kingfisher? Yes, you did. So so I chose those 2. This is the one that I used for the heron, which people wouldn't have seen before because it was in the machine.
Oh, I see.
Which is why I thought, well, I'll just hang fire.
Lovely.
So I'm afraid you're going to have to watch me thread the machine.
Well, that's not a problem at all.
We did a little bit of zigzag on the heron, so I don't really want to focus too much on that. Okay. But what I did do on my machine, heckers, where's it gone? Number 57. I found an automatic stitch.
Oh, fabulous.
That is the one that I did all the decoration with.
Perfect.
So have we got a scrap of...
we'll
use this one.
We've got the details up on the screen for those patterns. You're loving these patterns, I have to say. All 3 of them are coming to you for that incredible price. £15 and 49 pence, but over half the stock has gone. So we've started off with that Ribble Stalker. Of course, you have got a pattern and the fabric kits available for you as well, so that might be another way of getting hold of these. You've got your King of the Ribble, and that's where the Kingfisher that we're working with at the moment has been created. Your template is in this pattern. And then finally, you've got that utterly fabulous pattern as well. I love it. Lots of applique, and again, this is the one where you've got those covered buttons on the back, so definitely worth getting hold of these, because you're going to learn lots of different techniques. And if anybody has any issues, you've got all your contact details on there, so you can jump onto the website or email Anthea, and I'm sure she'll be able to help you out. £15.49, 126 222 being your item number if you fancy getting hold of those. How are we getting on?
And I'm doing quite a few shows in the next few weeks, so if people are travelling around, I'm at
the exhibitions.
I'm at Ardingly next week.
Okay.
I've got to say though, I'll stop what I'm doing. The patterns that you're selling today, I won't be selling at that price next week. No, they will be more expensive. So if you want them, get them today.
Are you going to be at the NEC in March?
No, I'm not doing that one. I can't remember why I'm not doing that one, but there will be a reason. So this is the automatic stitch that, when you look at a kingfisher, it's covered in spots.
Okay.
So I found this automatic stitch, and I thought, that's got potential. So why I'm messing about like this instead of not doing it on the bird is because I'm getting the stitch length and width to one that I like.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't be afraid to sample. I'm going to go a bit smaller, because if you go straight onto your project and your size is rubbish, you've spoilt it, haven't you?
Yeah, that's true. So do all your practice work. Even on your scraps, the smallest scraps you're doing this on.
And this has turned into scrap today.
Oh dear. We've got lots of people cringing at home.
I know, I'm having a cringe too. So just pretend I've zigzagged it down.
Okay.
Please God, it doesn't lift while I'm sewing. And then all I did on the head was I started at one side with my automatic stitch.
Okay.
And, oops, wrong place. And you will have a stitch. It may not be this one, but it will be something similar to... I'll let you
show that
one.
So this is a stitch that Anthea has chosen. And is it like little blocks?
Yeah, it's like,
it's like a little block,
and then a
square
zigzag.
block, and a zigzag to connect it to the next one.
Oh, joys of
very
working
pretty
with
stitch.
metallic
Got my glasses
thread.
on all wonky now.
It's just snapped.
Look at this. It's very effective. And of course, the little dots that Anthea's talking about are the dots that we do see on kingfishers. They almost look like little tiny jewels there, don't they?
They do. And I just thought, you know, these little pieces of decoration, it's just what lifts it, stops it from being a flat piece of work.
Beautiful. Now the blue that we've got here, this has come to you via that Brights pack, and this is beautiful. I just want to show you these. These are actually now limited stock, so we are rapidly running out of the stock of these. This is a brilliant set, I have to say. It's one that we saw that little applique plant pot and flower coming from. Again, you've got that gorgeous, well, it is a royal blue, isn't it? Beautiful blue, as you can see there. The gorgeous pink. Now this has actually got like a bit of a marl finish to it, because you've got different threads running through the weft and the weave with that one. Absolutely gorgeous, almost like a pistachio green that you've got featuring with this one. And then you've got that lovely deep burnt orange, almost like a terracotta featuring, and then your deeper green. And I don't know, you can probably pick out the marl more so with that one, because there's quite a difference between those two different threads. These are all coming to you as part of that Brights pack, because the pack actually includes a pattern as well. And the pattern with this particular one is this one here. It's the square dance pattern, which has been used to create fabulous bags, as you can see. So you are going to get those that pattern included. Now it might be worth you adding in the second bundle that we've got left as well, because this one, again, this one's limited stock. They're both on extended delivery, because there is... Oh, this one though, Brights isn't. Brights is okay, that's going to come to you straight away. The Pastels is the one that's on the extended delivery. And this one, again, the original stock sold out of it. We've managed to restock, hence we're having to give you that additional dispatch. It's only the 22nd of January, so it's not too far off. This one is beautiful, because you've got kind of a more pastel tone with regards to your terracotta or your orange. Again, the pink there, a marl finish but on a paler tone, and likewise with your green and your blue. But to be honest, I would be going, and that gorgeous kind of like a heather purple there. I personally would be going for both of these, because if I overlap them, you'll be able to see how they really do work together. So, for instance, the pinks, if you're wanting to do shades, look at those two pinks using your pastels and your brights together. They work really well together. The green from the brights and the green from the pastels, they work together, but equally so, if you're wanting shading, then go for that terracotta from the brights as well as that. The greens as well, they work brilliantly together as well. Look at that. So if you are wanting to get that realism, perhaps with your stalks and your leaves, what a wonderful way of putting those together. And of course, you've got your two different shades of your blue as well, so you could bring those together equally so as well. Also that lilac, see the lilac, I do like this one because you can use it in lots of different ways. Use it with that fabulously bright pink. Again, it would be a perfect one to create your flowers with, using that green. And of course you've got your darker green and your brights that's going to give you stalks as well. That's why I would be going for both of these two. You'd be a good idea to go for both of those because they work so well together. And of course you have got 2 different patterns then as well. So you've got your square dance, got to get this the right way around. Square dance is with the brights, and then you have got the cushion with your boys in blue featuring in that one with your pastels. There we go. 791388 being your item number if you wanted to get hold of those. How are you getting on with your kingfisher, Anthea?
I'm great. All I'm doing is the decoration on it.
Oh,
because
this is the fun as well,
we've done the zigzag on the heron, so you can see there is no free machining involved here. It's all, I'm going up that line, I'm turning it round. And every time I turn it round and I think, oh God, this is boring, but actually I'm another 1/4 inch across what's a very small wing, so it takes no time at all.
So now are you actually doing kind of the vertical lines to show almost the ribbing of the wing?
That's right. Kingfishers, it's only down at the bottom section of the wing.
Okay.
And if it's not perfect, who else has scrolled then?
Well, unless you're very quick, you wouldn't know,
exactly.
would you? You wouldn't be able to catch up with a kingfisher to check.
Yeah. Unless your husband's a bird watcher and he's, but you'll see in a sec how just an automatic stitch and a simple one, I don't know if you can see it glinting as
yeah, we can see it shimmering and shining.
It's changed a flat fabric into a jewel.
Yeah.
Oops.
It's giving it even more personality.
Absolutely. The personality comes on all these when you add the eye.
Yes.
As soon as you put the eye on, it's got a name.
Mm-hmm.
The eye
breathing
on
life into something, isn't it? Pop that eye
the eye on the kingfisher I have done by free machining, but
Yes.
if you're nervous about free machining, just do a few satin stitches by hand.
And this is it. It's just a small accent, but it does make the difference. And as you say, it just gives it that little bit of character.
And if you look on the pattern sheet, you know, see where I've marked the eye and get the position right, because you can. A kingfisher, it's almost as though he's got his eyebrows down and he's really focusing on what he's watching. You know, you don't want him to look like he's just had a night out on the Raz, do you? So get in the right place.
Now, we've had a picture coming. I don't know, are we ready to show you the picture? Oh! Look at this.
Oh, that's
amazing.
This
is a rag rug that's been made by Bev, and she's used her scraps, bits that are left over. So was it scraps, or did she actually use the bundle?
That looks
Oh,
good
it was
to
the
me.
bundle.
That's our raggy gold.
Yes.
Yeah, and
that's effective,
do
isn't
you know
it?
what I like about that? Because I brought mine in that we'd made with that.
Yes.
Mine looked very grey.
Oh,
and yours is warm. Love that, Bev.
That's
Absolutely
brilliant. Bev,
love it.
thank you so much for sharing that picture. We
Yes,
do love
thank
to get
you.
inspired by you at home, so thank you for interacting and joining us.
I like
at June
how it's
shows.
got little flecks of orange dotted
Yeah,
about. That
lots of
really
interest.
makes it sing.
And the beauty
Beautiful.
of a piece like that is it's going to go with any decor, isn't it? You can pick
Absolutely.
out any colour that you like. Now, we are busy for those patterns. Of course, we're seeing the kingfisher literally being brought to life before our very eyes with a little bit of machine embroidery, using some of those stitches that you've got perhaps in there. The heron, we did see that being created a little bit earlier on. Anthea showed us that. Don't forget, Anthea was here at 7 o'clock this morning and also 10 o'clock, so if you do want to go back and watch on Rewind, you can do. The kingfisher, that's where she's working on at the moment. And then finally, you have got your utterly fabulous. Now, these are brilliant. Patterns available, so if you do want to go for the patterns on their own. But, of course, we have got the finished cushions as well. Now, these are brilliant. The weight that you've got with these, we've got the kits, so the fabric is included with these kits. They are on the website. They are, the weight that you've got with these, absolutely beautiful. The quality is incredible, and you are not going to be disappointed. Now, of course, your kingfisher, of course, you have got that one as an option. You'll find that one on the website. You'll also find the heron on the website. This is the one that Anthea was showing us how to work with earlier on today. And finally, the third in your pattern series, which you've got up on your screen at the moment, is your utterly fabulous. And look at this fabulous little character featured at the bottom there. Love it. Every single one of them.
Every
Brilliant.
time I look at him, I think, is he going to catch them fish? Go on, just a bit faster.
That's it. Just go for it.
And I've used, if you look on that one, the metallic thread on the otter.
I could see,
in big
yeah.
lumpy threads, because you know when you see animals underwater and they've got airlocked in the fur, and it looks silvery.
Yeah.
And I wanted it to look like all those
Little
silvery
tiny
air
bubbles.
bubbles were caught in his fur.
I think you've
And
captured it.
It does work, yeah.
It does indeed.
It does.
So that,
yeah.
Oh, have you got? Oh, look at this. Oh.
I haven't done his zigzag, obviously, but I've done all his decorations, so you can see.
Oh, look at that.
Look at his head, how it's just lifted it.
Oh, it
Can you
really
see
does have
twinkling?
dimension, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Brilliant.
So it's a green, it's a kingfisher green.
I love it. And don't forget that kingfisher featuring in one of those 3 patterns. The details we've got on your screen, as you can see there. 126 222, just £15 and 49 pence. Anthea, thank you so much for all your inspiration.
Have we finished the hour?
We have.
No way.
We're going to stop again.
I just flicked and it was 22. How does this happen?
You blink and you miss it. But thank you. No, seriously, thank you. You've been an inspiration. You brought to us an extra show that you weren't expecting to do, so it's really good. So I'm glad that we've now spent the hour with you. Do stay tuned then. We've got another incredible hour coming up after the break, so make sure you stay tuned. I will see you a little bit later on for Final Call with You One Day Special, then the launch of a brand new one special at 6 o'clock. So I will see you soon. Bye-bye. So yes, coming up after the break, tonic dots and drops. That sounds interesting, doesn't it? Fiona's going to be back with Spectrum Aqua, and then of course we have the Threaders, a one-day special Final Call with Lizzie at 5.
I am Matthew Palmer, professional artist with the SAA, the UK's largest and friendliest art community. The SAA exists to inform, encourage and inspire all who want to paint, and that's exactly what you'll learn to do with me as your teacher. As a self-taught artist of 30 years ago, I know the challenges of a white piece of paper and learning how to paint. But with me, Hochanda and the SAA, I'll show you how easy watercolour painting really is. I'm here on Hochanda because I want to show you my watercolour painting techniques, and I want to get you over that white paper fear and get you started and develop your watercolour painting. So whether you're a beginner or an advanced artist, I've got some fantastic watercolour techniques that will get you started and take you even further on your watercolour journey. So join me, Matthew Palmer, for my shows on Hochanda.
Hi, my name is Maggie and I'm from Impressions Crafts. I've been running my business now for 15 years. It's a small family-run business in the south of Cheshire. We have a large craft shop. We sell all sorts of beading and jewellery supplies. I have a passion for making jewellery. I love working with the Lucite style flower beads, and we make thousands and thousands of angels and have been doing so for the last few years. We've been bringing to Hochanda lots of lovely beading kits, jewellery, for necklaces and bracelets and earrings, and we also bring a wide range of angels and accessories, beading accessories like bookmarks. We also have our range of laser cut sun catchers and mobiles, all the lovely crafty beads. Hope you can tune into my shows, and looking forward to seeing you on Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Fiona Clayton from Crafter's Companion. I've been crafting for about 7 years now, having rediscovered my love of a childhood hobby. I'm delighted that I can share with you all my hints, tips and ideas, and here at Hochanda we're going to make sure that you really enjoy your crafting as well. So join me, Fiona Clayton, here on Hochanda.
Hello and welcome to the Hochanda. Marvellous to be with you. Now, we did have a show earlier on in our Darnay.
We did.
Different products though. So it does mean, if you did miss that show, you want to get it on catch up, because obviously loads of lovely demonstrations, but we've got brand new dies for us. Well, you may have seen them before, new to me to be fair, and loads of lovely demonstrations. Again, really nice dies. This is the thing with Tonic though, isn't it, Darnay? They bring out got so many good dies.
And beautiful to work with, really nice to work with. They give up the cardstock. There's no getting your pokey tool for 3 hours and
getting all the bits out.
Yeah, they just fall out. Oh, brilliant! I love them. And very versatile as well.
Yes, and good value for money. I mean, these dies, these are big dies.
They are, and you get a lot of, you know, as I say, a lot of versatility with them. You've got teeny tiny ones, and you've got a big one in there, big die, outside edge, inside edge. They all work beautifully together. Good for your cards, good for making hangers. Frames, apertures, you name it, these will do it.
And that's because, I mean, if I spin this round, it's another verso, which means, see, you've got all of these, they are separate dies. So it gives you, you're going in the card, you're going out the card, as and calling you Janice then, I don't know. You're creating frames, you're creating apertures, you're creating shape cards, and I love it because it can be plain. I'll show you the board that our Darnie's done. So they can be plain, or, of course, you can cut in the detail. And these are just a tiny little element of what you can do.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, you can't... There's not a piece of card big enough that I had with me.
Yeah.
But this is basically... These are your your inside edges. Outside edge cut first, and then the design cut into them.
Yeah.
And then we've got here our outside edges. And you can even do something like this. Where are we here?
Yeah.
Where you can make, you know, a chunky frame if you wanted. Loads and loads you can do with them. Great for creating your base cards as well, your simple base cards, because base card blanks are quite expensive.
Yeah, they are.
You've got these.
Special shape ones.
Absolutely. So,
like this, if I show you this, see, have a look at that. Like, that is so pretty, isn't it?
Absolutely
all
beautiful.
The detail in there, absolutely exquisite. Okay, now that is the first die that we've got now. That is beautiful. That's actually, what am I saying? You've got your bundle. So that's half of your bundle. That is your patterned paisley within this collection. Again, absolutely gorgeous. You've got your paisley drop, and of course you have got those wonderful layers. What I love about this one, can you see on that? Look at that one there. You've got like the paper pricking detail, haven't you?
Absolutely, and these work brilliantly in conjunction with your Nuvo drops, because all those little pinprick marks will leave a mark on your card, so there's no guesswork. You can just put your drops there and they'll be beautifully even in the right place, you know.
Yeah, and that looks really decorative, doesn't it?
It does look very decorative, and just gives a bit of a tactile finish to your cards with those Nuvo drops.
And again, loads you can do with these. I love that print. It's absolutely beautiful. By print, I obviously mean die cut.
You know these little pinprick dots? You can get your pen and you can sort of join them up to look like faux stitching as well, so you can do that with them too.
Yeah, absolutely. They do look really cool. This is one, and you can see there where the actual pinpricks, where the actual, either it's your Nuvos, glitter screws, whatever you're using, are going to work absolutely perfectly.
So Sean's used a pen on the bottom of that one to join up those dots to make it look like it's stitching. It's clever, isn't
on the frame there. Yeah, it works, doesn't it?
It does work.
That looks absolutely exquisite.
And then look at this. It's just got fun written all over it, this card. Pretty pastel colours. And, you know, again, she's used Nuvo drops on that as well. It's beautiful.
I love that one.
I love the colours on that.
I love the colours. That beautiful mint. Stunning. Now, if you'd like to get them, again, these aren't single dies. I mean, the die sets, but you've actually got 17 dies in total. You're saving £10 on these. Again, so many different uses. Only £19.98. Really good price.